Can you hear me now?
I hear you.
Well, next time put your headphones on. Huh?
It's not 9 o'clock, man.
So what? I'm out here. I'm out. I came out in the public. I am out live
Oh, that looks
today,
nice over there.
reporting from the police station right there. My
Oh,
son
wow.
has, yeah, my son has a lot of appointments downtown. Well, in the main part of our city. So I'm here for. We're hanging out here for about an hour
Oh,
and
good.
a half. So yeah, so it's gorgeous out though
Oh, it
today.
looks nice over
I
there.
mean, it's probably like I don't know, probably like 79, not even 78. It's gorgeous,
Well, it looks beautiful, no doubt.
gorgeous. Yeah, it's all right. Just a little. This is the little park next to the police station. So yeah, we're just chilling.
That's awesome, brother.
Nice out, nice out.
Wow.
Yeah, a little
I
bit
was
of
gonna,
some
I was gonna do some mowing, but I was like, let me go ahead and get this out of the way here,
mowing. What do you mean mowing?
brother.
Yeah, nine
Brother.
o'clock. 9 o'clock live. There's no mowing until after live. I don't
Okay,
know.
okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Everybody, welcome in. Welcome in, Norma. Good morning, Didi and Chad. Asian Ann, good morning, Didi, and everyone. Happy Friday. No doubt. Thank God it's Friday. Carolina, good morning, Didi and Chad. Good morning, everyone. Miss Barney, good morning, everyone. Caroline, Carol Burton, hello. Carol Burton, sweet Norma. Barney says, dog, what's for breakfast? Dee Dee's wife already had him breakfast.
Yeah, what
It
did you
was
have?
eggs, bacon, and toast. I tell you,
I
it
don't
was
remember.
amazing, and I have a full tummy now. I can roll.
Yeah.
Carol,
Nice. Nice,
Carol.
nice. You ain't even been out of the house yet. I'm up, out, already been to two places.
Hey, I just every now and then, just
I
I'm Uncle. What am I? Grand uncle.
You're a grand uncle, yes.
There you go, Barney. I really should fix my name.
There's a flag for this morning. There's a flag
Oh yeah, beautiful
waving
almighty
high.
flag, no
Oh,
doubt.
did you see the church across the street?
Yep, that's a beautiful church.
Yeah, yeah, where we live.
Uh huh.
There's a bunch of beautiful old churches like that.
Man, I like those the ones that
Oh
are
yeah.
like the big
You know,
cathedrals and whatnot.
yeah, and you know what kills me
Hmm.
is today. I mean, you can build a building crooked that hangs on one leg over the ocean, but years ago, back in whatever, like even the pyramids. How the
Right.
hell did they create a pyramid?
I
They
have
didn't
no
have
idea.
cranes. They didn't have anything. They had their
Nothing.
hands. But what really kills me is when you look at an old building, like from the 1800s,
Hmm.
whatever, the detail that was carved out.
Right.
How the hell? And it's like perfect,
Yeah.
perfect, not a flaw. They just build a brand new building down here, and there's flaws here and flaws there, and they have all this technology. It blows my mind how they did it years and years and years and years and years ago.
Oh no, they had. You talk about skill. That was skill, man.
Yeah, like that. Even like from like back in the caveman days, like the hieroglyphics,
Hmm.
from all
Hmm.
that shit. How? How do they even know how to
I
do it?
I don't think that I don't think people give them people back in the day that
No.
far back any credit. But I tell you
Have
what,
you have you ever seen a real pyramid? I
no,
haven't,
no,
but a bunch of my friends have. And those, when you see the blocks, each block,
right,
those aren't small.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
They're like
And
what is it like 20
yeah,
thousand tons or some crazy number?
and they did that shit by ropes and a wheel at the top, and this 100 people just like, yep, we got it. Like,
We got it, boss. We got it.
but what blows my mind the most is it's perfect.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. Well,
it's
the cuts are
perfect.
just yeah, absolutely.
How did they cut those? It's absolutely perfect. Blows my mind. So
Chris
the
says
one thing
hello
that
to everybody. Barney, hi,
hello,
Chris.
hello
Carol, hello.
everybody.
Barney, I'm
Hello,
waiting for
hello.
breakfast at Dogs any minute now.
Wouldn't that be so funny if we all showed up?
Oh my God.
Doug, we're here for breakfast. That would
Hello.
be funny.
Good morning, Didi and Chad. Annie. Hello, everyone. Barney L, happy Friday. Can we please hit the like button, everybody? Appreciate that. And don't forget to subscribe to the channels. You have Let's Talk with Chris, and then you have Analyze Doug, and then you have DD_88. Did you hear the conversation yesterday with Doug and Vet?
No.
So we had I tell you what, man, that discussion got really, I don't know where it came from, but when Vet came in, man, we had one heck of a discussion about Nancy and where we're all at now on the Nancy case.
Yeah.
And it was very enlightening for the least. Tucson, welcome in, Tucson. Good morning, Oleg.
Yeah, and I didn't get all excited about last night's breaking news, but I mean it's possible, but
yeah. I woke up this morning, I saw it, and I thought, okay, let me go ahead. Because it was either that or we're still going to do open chat, but it's going to be this first,
whatever.
and then we'll go open chat. Yeah, I just
we'll wait and see. You know what I mean?
That's all it is. That's all it is.
But
it's a conversation piece.
Yeah, Mark the Shock was there live.
Yeah.
But, you can do your intro into it.
Ole, good morning. L, Tusi, Annie, Doug. There is the link here in a second. There you go, Doug. I just sent it. Hi, Doug. Grayson. Welcome in, Grayson. Good to have you. Tusi, Annie, good morning. Grayson, good morning. Norma, Justice for Nancy. Carol, Norma L, please hit the likes, everybody. Annie, April, welcome in. Good to see you, April. Happy Friday to all of you. Oleg, Jeannie, welcome in, Jean. Welcome in. Good to have you. L, Sherry Messina, good to have you. Welcome in. Click that likes, everybody. When you come in, just click that likes. Give that thumbs up. Let's get that algorithm going. Gene, Didi, good morning, and Mods and Chad. Welcome in, Gene. Good to have you. 10 to 11 miles-ish from Nancy's. That is correct. Thank you so much for the info, L. Appreciate you. Southern Butterfly, welcome in. Good to have you, Southern Butterfly. Click that like. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe for free. It doesn't cost you anything. Here, everybody's opinion gets heard. Everybody's opinion gets heard because you all matter. Welcome in, Doug. Welcome in.
Good morning, Devil Dog. Good morning, Chris.
Morning.
Southern Butterfly, Jean, Norma, good morning. Annie, L. Norma, okay, everybody, let's get to it. Let's get on it now. So, look, it's hard to get really excited when we hear something about them finding remains, especially when they anticipated they would find some remains of some sort because of the monsoons that are hitting Arizona right now. But the idea that, it's hard to get excited because, well, the fact of the matter is we've been waiting so long to see anything of possibilities. Majestic Butterfly Dreams, good to have you. Click that like, everybody. So the idea of getting your hopes up, I'm sure we all been let down here a lot of times with, hoping that, it could be Nancy, might be Nancy, only to not be Nancy. So I don't really want to get my hopes up at all because we don't know. Some have already come out and said, they don't think it's her, but you got skeleton remains 10 to 11 miles away from Nancy Guthrie's home in a Tucson Wash. I mean,
It was
I don't know.
very,
I don't
it
know how
was,
you get any closer.
yeah, and it was very accessible. And
Yeah,
Martha
it's
Shock said that you could actually, at one point, he said you could actually pull up into it.
really.
Yeah, so like they could, like back down into it and out the back. See you later. Have a good day.
Oh
But
wow. So see,
he
it's
also,
go ahead.
sorry,
No,
sorry.
no, no, go ahead.
He also found clothes, all kinds of things, and then he found there was like these blue spray painted. It said "Look this way" with an arrow. It was just kind of odd stuff. But
Interesting.
yeah,
Whiskey says, I don't think it's Nancy. Yeah, it's so hard to. I mean, look, we all know that there's a lot of homeless people out there, right? We know there's homeless people living under a lot of these places where it could be anybody getting, caught up in that wash. So I do agree with you, Whiskey. It's just that the idea was these were, to my understanding, all skeletal bones. So that kind of would fit a pattern of 6 months of decay, you would think.
yeah.
So
I think
that's the
I don't
only,
even know.
yeah, I don't either, but I think that it would be fair to say in the hot sun, the decay would, you know what I mean? I think that there's always that possibility.
Right. And he did say, 'cause I mean, I don't know too much about
Uh
it,
huh.
but he did say that, maybe they've had a lot of rain, the monsoon season's there, so maybe that's what uncovered them.
Right, right.
But
And I know that's
I
why
don't
the
know.
FBI they were going back there because they were saying that they were hoping that the waters when it comes down through the monsoons when it comes down the hill it's
Morning.
it
How
takes
are you?
everything with it, right? So that was
Right.
one of the things they had talked about, and we have seen or heard of the FBI being back at Nancy's in
Right.
the back area. So I mean, once again, you go, is it all just a coincidence or is it a possibility? I don't know. But I tell you what, it's good to have hope. It's good to have hope because when you have
'Cause that,
hope, that means you're not giving up, you
yeah,
know?
I mean, I would probably say because of them being back, I don't think it's a coincidence. I think it was probably planned after the monsoon season kind of comes to an end because that usually does uncover a lot of stuff, they said.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
I mean, why are they in the backyard again or the back of our house again? I don't know, but they're not searching anywhere else.
True.
they
That
were
is
they were
true.
just at her house, right?
Right. Right.
In the On the other side of the wall. But on the other side of that wall, she doesn't have much more land.
Right.
If you saw Brian Enton's
Hmm.
video, he was standing back there.
Right.
It wasn't, he was on other property, not hers, and he was pretty damn close to, you know what I'm
Well,
saying?
I
So,
tell you what I tell you what I liked about that Brian Enton's show that he did on that when he walked back there with that other individual. I think he was
mhm,
a cop of some sort. Um, when he walked back there, what I found interesting was how open it really is. Like
yeah,
they were
Beach,
showing you where you could actually maneuver.
right? It's
So
between the houses. So
yeah,
my point was, is that just nobody's land, or is that because the house that's so Nancy's, and then the house that's behind her
right,
is up a little bit. It's
right.
raised. I mean, was that their property, or is that just a plot of land in between everybody's house that is
That's a good.
vacant?
That's a
Yeah.
good question. I would say probably you probably have some split of that land along with
Hmm.
maybe where for better the park rangers or the whatever they go through.
Hmm.
It could be kind of like that telephone line path that they have where there's a certain area where it's just for
Yeah.
city vehicles or whatever, that's a possibility. That's a possibility. But yeah, I found it quite interesting that they were talking about these remains found because it is the right timing to find something. Whether or
Oh God,
not
yeah.
it's Nancy, it's just that's a whole different story. But
And
whiskey, welcome. Go ahead.
he had somebody in his chat that's from the area right
Uh
there,
huh.
and said in his chat on the live that there's a lot of bodies found there.
Yeah, and I could understand that because of the
Yeah.
fact of
Okay.
we know how much homeless there is over there, people living there, the homeless,
Yep.
and we know we've seen pictures of where they're in those, for a better lack of words, those big old round containers where the water comes through. I
Hmm.
mean,
Yeah.
but
It's
I think the only thing that I found really interesting on this one was that it was skeletal remains.
yeah.
And I do think that it's about the right time when you wouldn't have really anything left but that.
No,
So,
no, I
you
don't
know,
think so. I mean, 6 months. If it. I mean, I don't know. Like, because I say, I'm going back and forth. Was it was the body buried and then uncovered in all the rain that they've had, or was the body just there? Because there was so much trash
hmm
and clothing, Coke bottles, Pepsi,
right,
everything. If the body was just laying there in the open, would nobody would have said anything? Like, because
right.
obviously there was a lot of footprints, there was a lot of everything. So if the
What I'm thinking, Chris, is that Passe and Doug, what I'm thinking is that possibly it was something that was buried and
hmm,
just got dug up with the rain, got so that's what I'm thinking that, that's what to me would make it that no one saw it for a while until this monsoon, for whatever reason, came through and upended everything.
I agree.
I
Barney
mean, I
says,
would say that too.
yeah, Barney, I miss what happened about remains. Yeah, that's what we're talking about right now. That came on last night, and Mark the Shark was on it as usual. He was on it. So kudos to Mark for being out there.
Now, it happened earlier in the day, though.
Yeah, it did. Well,
It
they
was,
said
yeah,
something like 7 in the morning yesterday. They just
yeah,
didn't tell nobody. Those are one
no,
of those things where I believe those are one of those things where I believe that they kind of like try to keep it out of the ear side of people,
and I don't blame him
Oh,
because, well,
absolutely.
and now to make it even more is that now all the streamers are back.
Right.
Minus, minus one or two, but they're all back. They were all staged at the sheriff's
Yeah,
department
I saw
last
that.
night.
I saw that.
Um, so now, I would think anything that comes up is going to be kept as quiet as possible because they don't want everybody to show up on
Right.
scene again. So, um, but yeah, I mean, hey, all we can do is at this point, what obviously we don't want her to be unalive, but I mean, by this time, if it's all legit and everything, it's if they're her remains, great. Get them back to the family and put
Right.
this to rest, and
Absolutely.
and then just let them continue because they'll continue to do the investigation. There's
Correct.
nothing more that streamers can do if she's found. If that body remains happen to be her. You know,
That would be
so we'll
nice.
see.
Tabitha is in the house, red, white, and blue, hearts. It's a 50-50, really, says Al, without a doubt.
I don't even know if it's 50-50. It's probably more like 20-80, 80-20, 80% not, 20% maybe. So I hope, though. I do. I hope.
Spirit Ova says, thank you so much for supporting the channel. 30 Jules, thank you for the flower. Appreciate you, my friend. Tabitha L, 1985, Southern Butterfly Girl. I agree with you. 6 months out in that heat. Yeah, I would think that by then that body has decayed big time. Big time. Make sure
And
you guys click that like, subscribe, share the
animals
stream.
and stuff,
Animals, yeah, I
bugs.
mean, you just
And I heard the lady said that one of the ladies that it was a long while back. It was like probably like 2.5, 3 months into this whole thing, and they had one of those the DNA lady's on. I forget her name, and she was saying that a lot of these cases, when it comes to the bodies and stuff, bugs
Right.
do more damage than the animals do.
Right.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
because they
So,
swarm, man. They're
yeah,
all there, you know.
and then to make it even more is because of the location of where you are. You're in the desert, so all those bugs and stuff, they go underneath the dirt to get
Right.
out of the sun during the day.
That is
A
correct.
lot of them come out at night, not during the day. So they're underground with the body. So,
Yeah.
she said that's why, because they tear it apart. It's crazy. It's just, that's just why I'm not being buried. I am being cremated. There ain't no hell that I'm getting taken over by bugs.
No.
Sorry, ain't happening.
Well, hey, breaking news, you're not gonna feel anything anyway, brother.
No, I know, but I'm gonna know. I already know what's gonna happen, so it ain't happening. I'm telling you right now.
Well,
I'm
good.
being cremated. That's it.
Good point there, Southern Butterfly Girl. And once again, thank you, Spirit. Appreciate you. April, yeah, Mark was on there 3 hours ago. Norma, yes, 1985, 50. Been watching reruns. Haven't been able to catch. I got you, Spiritual. Thank you. Appreciate you being here. Norma, hope and faith. That's it, man. That's what you got to have. Hope and faith. Without faith, you have no hope. You don't have no hope. And faith is hope. It's something that you can't see or feel or hold, but it's something you just literally put your faith that it's there, you know. So it's all we can do at this point, no doubt about it. Well said. Okay, April, thank you. It's weird that no one knew before last night. I'll be honest, guys. I was on a little bit late last night watching the gathering of all the YouTubers up at the sheriff's office, and I didn't hear anything. And Mark was there, Mark the Shark, during that time. And then, I went to bed and wake up this morning and heard about this. So, yeah. Spirit says, good morning, everyone. April, I was sleeping, so just saw this morning. I'm with you, April. Norma, I strongly believe Nancy's still around in the area. I still say she's close by, my opinion. Just my opinion.
Yeah, I see mine. I don't think she is.
And I could see because they had a lot. They had the people who did this had a head start big time. So
8 hours? Was it 8 hours? 8.5, 9 hours?
Yeah,
something like that?
it's quite a bit. They had a head start, so they could be anywhere, honestly. But I just don't know. I mean, if this was a semi-organized situation, if it was, then these people are going to know why would you carry a body that long. I'm just saying. I mean, Carolina Girl says Army vet always has some interesting information to share. Oh, love having Army vet in here with all of us. Does really good. Gets that brain going.
Well, I taught him everything he knew.
Chris said he taught him everything.
Yeah, right. He's forgotten more than I'll ever know.
Yeah, I tell you what, he's definitely got a lot more knowledge than what I have, especially on that governmental end. I mean, that's what he does.
That's what he does.
That's what he does.
That's his gig. He's intelligence.
Very, yeah.
Cyber stuff.
I know what intelligence do. I know what they do. I know people that were in there, and it is a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, what I just heard this too, that a lot of cities and towns and stuff like that, they just police. But Boston, I heard through the grapevine a few days ago that they just put a new unit together, which is intelligence.
Gotcha.
They never had intelligence, like people that ever watch Chicago PD, the TV show, the intelligence unit. They just put one of those together. So it's
keep that head on a swivel, Chris.
Well, no, I'm sitting at the police station.
I'm thinking, who's gonna pew him from the behind?
I
Oh,
didn't
hey,
know
it
you
could,
was at the police station.
yeah, I'm at the police station. If you can see, the police cars are over there, and
Oh
then
yeah,
there's the
now I see.
station
Hey, you're
right
Beautiful.
there.
you're in a safe place, bud. No
Yeah,
worries.
you sure? Are you sure about that?
Typical
You see,
Massachusetts station
Yeah,
right there.
right.
yeah, see this wall that goes
Right.
small to
Yep.
big right here?
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
That's the shooting range
Oh God.
underneath it.
Nice.
That's the inside range. Yeah. So now, if
That's
you
pretty
can
cool.
see, I don't know. Let me walk over there real quick. We'll give you a little tour here. I'm
Okay.
still a little confused because we have the flag there full,
Hmm.
but yet at the police station we have the half mast. So they're supposed
Huh.
to have the half mast there too. But if you can see, you see that building across the street there?
Yep.
That's the old police station.
Ah.
That's the old police station from years and years, years and years ago, and they turned it into a bank. And
Oh.
downstairs, underground, is where the vault is for the
Right.
bank. But it's
Yep.
not a bank anymore. But where they built the vault in is what used to be the old jail cells
Nice.
for the
There
police
you
station.
go. That's
But
good
they
fitting.
just, yeah, they closed it. Like 2 years ago, but they can't do anything with it because of the vault, and it would be you'd have to take like half the building apart to get the vault out. So
Wow.
they just rented it to whoever. Oh, look! You want me to play the piano?
And look at
See?
that.
Look at that. We got the piano right in the park. Oh,
That's
Dang.
awesome.
That
well, I
is pretty
can't
cool.
play.
I like stuff like that.
Welcome to Massachusetts, boys and
No
girls.
doubt.
I can't play the piano, so we won't even attempt that.
Yeah, please, please.
Hey, shush your mouth.
To see, remember when AJ found that leg bone a while back? Yeah, that was interesting. That was a
I
good
mean,
find.
there's probably hundreds and hundreds of those out there.
Whiskey
You know,
says,
in the
wow, now that makes it more interesting. Yeah, oh, yeah. I'm
it's
sure
like,
there's a lot of burial grounds there that we don't even know of.
now somebody was saying it was a couple months ago, but the homeless population in Arizona, and that's throughout the entire state, can compare to California. Now that's huge.
Yeah.
I mean you're talking, California, there could be, oh God, I mean I can't even tell you how many, but they said it compares to California and Arizona,
Well, I
which
mean,
is
let's be honest. That's a big part. I mean, that's a lot of land. It's just a lot of it, obviously, is mountain and desert, but it's a lot of land.
where nobody will bother you,
Well,
right?
no one to bother you.
That's the
Absolutely.
thing is like they let like here in Massachusetts, and Doug will know what I'm talking about. We have, a part of in Boston, which is it's called Tent City, like
Hmm.
a lot of the places are.
Hmm.
Um, but it's in the middle of the town. It's in the middle of the city, right?
Right.
So if you're walking to the hospital,
Right.
you got to walk down this sidewalk with your kids, and there's just tarps and people, but they're sitting in the middle of the sidewalk shooting up and everything. You got to
Oh,
walk your kids
wow.
by this. Oh yeah, they've kind of given them like this little park now that's
Hmm.
near one of the hospitals, but I'm not okay with that. Like
No, no.
no, I'm not okay with that because you got to walk to get to the hospitals. You got to walk your kids by this, and I'm like, really?
Yeah.
But in Arizona and California, Arizona's a little different because you do have the washes. So a
Right.
lot of people go to the wash because they don't bother you there.
Right.
They don't bother you there. But I mean, it's like that. I mean, Doug, how many times have you been to Springfield?
Quite a
Have you
few
been
times.
there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen Tent City in Springfield?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Yep.
and it's not small either. They're not small. Like,
No,
it's
it's not
just not
small.
cool. And these people, like I mean, I'm sure it's the same in a lot of places, but when you're in Boston and you're near what they call Tent City, so just so you guys understand, it's Boston Medical Center, and then there's the sheriff's department, which has the city jail, and then there's two hotels, and then it's all hospital buildings around the whole area, and the coroner's office is over there. And the old coroner's office, which is right in the middle of everything, is now the clinic for the methadone clinic.
Okay.
Mhm.
And anywhere you have to go, but these, like I said, these people are on the sidewalk, they're walking up and down the street, but there's this major intersection. It's gigantic because you come off the highways and blah, blah, blah. Anyways, they stand in the middle of the road. And when you pull up to the red light, they'll come and knock on your window. If your window's down, there's been hundred people just reach in.
Oh,
It's
wow.
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah, it's sad. It's really sad, and they don't do anything about it. And the mayor, for some reason, I think she likes it. She does
Hmm.
nothing about it. Nothing. It's just really scary. You
Yeah,
know.
I mean, I definitely wouldn't like living there like that.
And no, and like I mean, luckily nobody, from where the first couple of neighborhoods are,
Hmm.
it's like a mile and a half away, which is okay because they don't stray over there. Um, but like you have one of the busiest McDonald's because it's right off the highway,
Hmm.
and I used to work in that area at the hospital, and you can never get into McDonald's because they're all in there. All the people that hang out there, they're all
Right.
druggies,
Right.
unfortunately, just to say. But they all hang out in the McDonald's because all they have to do is go in and buy a drink, and they
Right.
can just sit inside. You can
Wow.
never find a freaking seat. That's how. And then when you come out, they're everywhere in the parking lot. They're sitting on the ground. It's horrible, horrible.
Yeah, I'm not sure that would be my place to live. That's for sure.
No, 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 not at all,
It's
not at
even like
all.
that over here in my little city of Pittsfield in the Berkshires.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, they have. Look at we have. You know what's funny? Not funny, but like some of the even worse cities in Massachusetts are like the small, you know, ones
Yeah.
that are probably have, they don't even have 100,000 people that live in it, not even close, and they're some of the busiest and hardest hit areas with the drugs.
Wow.
It's
Absolutely.
and
Like my town. Oprah called it the crack capital of the world once.
right, like I mean, we have these cities like Hopedale and Bellingham, and when you go to it, it's country, it's farmland, but the drugs are through the roof.
Yeah. It's
It's,
crazy.
Wow.
The drugs
I
are bad.
mean, what can you do about it? There's nothing you can do about it. I mean, it's the same in Arizona. You know what I mean? It's
Yep.
probably worse in Arizona because of the area what you have coming into it, right? I mean,
Sure.
you got Mexico, you got everything there. You know what I
Right.
mean? So, and I'm sure the drug problem in Arizona is crazy too.
True.
And that,
True.
and that puts a lot of pressure, obviously on the police and the sheriffs because you're trying to deal with that, deal with all the crime, and then you have this massive case that just fell into your hands. And from what I've seen from Pima County, they don't. I don't know. I don't even know what to say anymore. Like
Right.
that's why I think that the sheriffs being elected, I think, and I hate it because there's a lot of great sheriffs, no
Sure.
doubt in my mind. They're
Sure.
all over this country. There's great sheriffs. I just don't think they should be an elected official. Or if you want to keep it an elected official, then make it so the only way that you can get the sheriffs out is either by the recall or the governor has the power. Like the governor, it's his state. So you're telling me that the governor who runs the state and has the state police can't oust the sheriff. That's how it should be, right? Somebody has to have the power
Right.
because this guy could be crooked forever, right? I mean, what's to stop him from doing more?
Yeah.
Right.
Not nobody. There's nobody there that can do it. And like I said the other day, and it's sad too, is like, who do you blame right now for keeping him in that office? And that's the residents of Arizona.
Right.
of Pima County. Sorry. Vote his ass out.
Yep.
Vote his ass out. All you got to do is just go and do the vote thing, and make sure that you're legit, because they have to make sure you're
Right.
registered and all that stuff. But I mean, they have, how many people they got there in Pima County themselves? Wasn't it? Didn't they say like 1 million or
Yeah,
two
over
or
a
something like that?
yeah, there was over a
Dude.
million.
And then you only need, just to be safe, like you get 100. They need 123,000, I think it was, or 122,000. Get 130. I mean, all you got to do is vote, man. Just sign the damn thing.
You
And
want to
you
make
guys will be
if
out
you
of
want to
this.
make a change, you got to put yourself in the position to make a change. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And from looking at her case, from Nancy's case right now, what else would you want? Like, so think about it. What I think they need to think about is it could be your family next. Do you want this sheriff to handle your case?
Right.
No, not at all. You know what I mean? No, not at all. I'd rather have you do it. You know what I mean? I'm sending
Right.
dog down there. You know what I mean? Like, fuck. I mean,
Send
it's
me
just,
down there, man. No,
I know,
no,
right? Yes,
no.
yes, 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 yes. But no, I
Gene,
just,
let me read some of
it's
these real
sad.
quick.
Yeah, yeah,
Gene,
go
just
for it.
listening while getting ready for my day. Moonlight skies, Juicy. I was watching that. Been there for extended period of time. Report said, yeah, they said it was there for a period of time. Those that skeleton remains.
Oh, God, yeah.
That's a vague term, in my opinion. April, not to be skeptical too much, but when Tucson finds a body, it's just like, oh, that's just that's just another body. Well said, April.
That's because
Ray
that's
just
how
in the
many they find.
yeah,
Like, that's what it is over there. Unfortunately, it's a lot of death because of the homeless. And yeah.
right. Rays, how about the bone in the shoe that Jim's Matt spot? Oh, true, April. It's the same in Baltimore, to be honest. Tushi Moon, same here. AJ, great guy. That was an interesting day. Moonlight, Tushi, I really enjoy him. He's a great guy. They didn't want people flocking out there. They know the YouTubers are there. Absolutely. That's a good point. Carol, I can stay up for Arizona time zone. I can't stay up. Yeah, I'm with you, Carol. I'm with you. Annie, way hard for me on the East Coast time, and Chris, and I'm sure all of them.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, I'm like, he's on last night, right? And I was up real late last night. He's on last night, and he's like, "Oh God, you guys are up late." Blah blah blah. He's talking about all the subscribers, and I'm like, I said, "It's what the hell are you doing up?" I said, "It's 2:30 in the morning."
Right.
I'm like, "What are you doing up?" And then I'm like, "Oh stuff, he's 3 hours behind, so it's
Right.
really not late for him." I'm like,
Right.
"Damn."
That's whoever it was. Don't believe it's Nancy. Maybe. Yeah, that's all we can do is hope, Annie. Well said. Exactly, Chris. Carol can't usually, but I was last night paying for a little. Tusi, Carol, same here. It's too late. I'm on the East Coast. I agree, Tusi. I'm with you. Lake Life, welcome in. It's a long, short, but like. Good morning, everybody. Carol, laughing out loud. Thank you, Al. Always supporting the channel. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you. Carol, Tusi, me too, Ohio. I'm with you. I'm in Ohio too, and I get it. LOL, Carol, I might pick some up on the way to the doctor too. Lake
What are you picking
Life. I think she's picking up some. Carol, I might pick some up on the way too.
Get some for all of us then.
Oh, coffee.
Oh yes, definitely.
Oh yeah, I need some Joe.
Yeah, no doubt.
I already had two.
Good morning. It's a long short, but God's grace. I hope that Nancy, so this nightmare can end. Well said, Lake. Well said, Carol. You should to see Carol. My daughter lives there. April. It would be wild after Jim did his video to drop the body. It would be her, though. I doubt it. That's true. Good point. Good morning, Lake. Carol. Gucci, Ohio, Lake, 1985. Miss Barney, my body is going to the body farm. Well said, Carol. Hello, Lake. Same, Miss Barney. Keep going here. Keep going here. Please don't forget to hit the like button, everybody. Hit the thumbs up. Hit all those little things that can make a difference. Share the stream. Get those algorithms going. That's the only way we're gonna build it. April, Army vet is awesome. I didn't know him until Chris introduced him, and I tell you what, really knowledgeable man, no doubt about it, without a
That's
doubt.
the worst thing I ever did. He's a pain in my ass.
Hell, please sub. All jokingly, he's just joking.
Yeah. No.
Hell, please sub if you haven't to Army vet. Carol Burton, okay, Tucson, Bruce, hi, Chris, Doug.
Hello.
Welcome, Bruce. There's a link. There is a link sent.
We're on the move.
On the move. Chris is on the move.
I
Carol.
see Dunkin' Donuts down the street calling me.
Hey, I'm with you. I'm with you. Hi, Bruce. Bruce, hi. Good to see you. Good morning, Bruce. Hi, Carol. Tucson. It looks like a beautiful day. It looks gorgeous there.
Oh, it's good.
Gosh.
It's gorgeous. See?
It is gorgeous.
It's beautiful.
So here's the police station, like I said, and then the other building right next to it's the courthouse. I better not walk.
I like it when they're that close.
I better not walk by there.
Yeah.
I'm known in that courthouse.
Lake, I just stopped by to pick up my scripts. Have a great day, everyone. You got it, Lake. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Have a good day, Lake.
This is an example of what I was talking about earlier, right? This is a very old courthouse right here. You see the two windows and the decoration that's in between them? Mm-hmm. That's what we were talking about earlier, Doug. How the hell did they do that back in the day?
You're talking about this stuff right here, right? Yep.
Yeah, the stuff that was in between the windows. Like, we were talking about that earlier, guys, and I was just like, I can't imagine, how they did that back in the day.
Right.
It's
great masons. They don't do masonry like that anymore.
Nope.
No, and I'm like, how did they do it back then? Because they didn't have anything but a hammer and a chisel. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, God damn, and it's perfect.
It's
not a flaw. It's not no flaws on anything.
I think a lot of those insignia type things they would put into a mold, so they would mold them, and then
how the hell did they know how to make a mold back in the? You know what I'm saying? It's like, how did they know about this? But I will say that we have, and you can tell. Look at. I've always tried to keep it covered, but I really don't give a shit because you'd never find me in my town and city anyways. But I live in Newton, Doug. Newton, Massachusetts. Yes, I do.
Oh, yeah.
Check this out. It's the oldest theater in Massachusetts.
Wow, interesting.
Very cool.
And, yeah.
Still active?
Still active. Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah.
And so last year, they were running out of money because it's privately owned.
Right.
And they were running out of money, and the family was like, hey, listen, we're not going to be able to keep it here. We're going to have to sell it. And everybody freaked out and was like, no, you can't go. You can't do it. So they were either like, well, either we get a donation or we're going to need help. And some company from Boston gave them it was like $9 million.
Oh, wow.
To stay open. They had to renovate the inside. So it was definitely a cool place to hang out.
Well, it's a treasure when people are willing to step outside the box and help.
And I can tell you, when they put that word out, it hit the news. It was on all the mainstream news here. When they hit that on the news, it went on the 12 o'clock news on a Wednesday. They had the money by 3 o'clock that day.
Wow.
That's all right. And then, so I am giving you a tour of my town now. On the other side of that truck, can you see the white building?
Yep.
That's a pizza place, and it's called Sweet Tomatoes.
Oh, wow.
And this is another old bank that now holds the records department for the city. and then behind that's another building for the police, which is the detectives bureau. But if you see this street right here and this intersection right here, about 10 years ago, a guy came down this way, went across. You see all the steel pylons?
Yep.
He went right across the intersection, right into Sweet Tomatoes. He killed 2 customers, and then he killed a worker. He drove his car right through, bang, right in, and just destroyed. He ended up going to jail for whatever the hell he went to jail for. I don't know. I forget. Murder. They had all kinds of things. But yeah, no, it was definitely something to, and we used to go there all the time. So it's crazy.
Interesting.
What else you want to see?
Well,
There's the
Bruce
funeral
wants to
parlor.
know. Bruce wants to say, Chris, I heard that you're the best in the world on every piano.
Yeah, right. Sure I am. Every piano. I play like the best out of, like everybody. You know what we're going to do now? You know what's really cool? Dunkin' Donuts, baby.
Well, you go get your Dunkin' and we'll wait out here for you to come out.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, don't leave. You know what
No,
I'm
we're
saying?
not leaving.
The only person that would be leaving would be me.
Right. Moonlighting, Laker, have a great day. Lake, take care. Thanks, 1985. April, Chris, stop playing with the toys. Lake, you too, Moonlight. April, Bruce, hi, Moonlight. Bruce, hi, Lake Live. Good to see you. Good morning. Click that like, everybody. Subscribe to all the channels for free. Annie, we are Tent City, but they live on the railroad tracks. They set up like an apartment. That was too quick, Chris. We have 1, 2. Bruce. Hi, Bruce. And dog, says Barney. Bruce, hi, Annie. Good to see you this morning. Bruce. Hi, Barney. Good to see you, my friend. April. There is Chris's channel. Subscribe, please. Annie, Bruno. Morning, Bruce. Bruce. Hi, April. Good to see you. There is Dynalized Doug's channel. Thank you, April. April, hello, Bruce. Annie, yes, we have a McDonald's here down in town. They find them gone in there all the time because they go into the bathroom, then end up gone. Yeah, no doubt. That's gotta be frustrating and hard at times, I bet. Annie, does anyone know what happened to the tarp and sheets found the house at A&T's? I have no clue, Annie, to be honest. Haven't even really heard, to be honest. Annie, I'm not sure. I hope it was turned in, but I'm not sure. Tusi, getting my morning walking, listening while I walk. Awesome to see the Jersey lady. Welcome in, Jersey lady. Annie, I think it was Mark the Shark that found it. Yes, Annie. The Jersey lady. The recall effort got only 30,000 signatures. God, that's pathetic. And they needed like 130. And the time for it passed. Wow. Yeah, that's sad. I mean, because hey, look, the only people that can make a change are the people that live there. And it's what you want. I mean, if it's what you want, so be it. And if it's not, then got to do something about it. Hello, Jersey. Casey. Thanks to the godness of God, Pima parking problems face extinction. Interesting, Annie. Thank you, Casey. Hi, coffee for all. Thank you so much, Al. I just drank mine. It was good. Devil Dog. April, glad Chris had only 2 cups of coffee. He's bouncing off the camera. He sure is. Rain here again. I'm over it, says Carol. Jean, good morning, Chris, Doug, and Bruce. Marianne, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Marianne. Carol, hello, Marianne. Melly, good morning, everyone. Hope everyone is having a beautiful morning. I know Chris is having a beautiful morning in Boston. Carol, hello, Melly. Melly, good morning, Marianne. Barney says, my Melly. Marianne laughing out loud, I'm the one that should be worried. Jean, Melly, Marianne, and Marianne, good morning. All right. True, Melly, but I've been on my best behavior. April, keep those likes coming. Hit the button, everybody. Click the thumbs up. Share the stream. Melly, Marianne, yes, you have. LOL, I will admit that. Newton is a very interesting city, says Gene. It looks pretty interesting. It looks very interesting. Song, what I just got here. What the hell have I missed? We're talking about that they found some remains. I guess yesterday morning, early morning, they found some remains in a wash in Tucson, about 10 to 11 miles away from Nancy Guthrie's home. They haven't identified the skeletal remains, so I guess they're just waiting to see what the, whoever decides that, what is it, the anthropologist, Doug?
Yes.
I think it's the anthropologist, what they'll decide who it is, and maybe use if they have the parts, use the dental records and that type of thing to see who they are.
Yep.
Or see who it is. April, YouTube, Melly. Thank you, April, for posting that. For Melly, Moonlight Skies, good morning. Marianne, Boston, cream pies, Chris.
Yeah.
Bruce, hey, Marianne, good to see you. Chris, buy DD a coffee. Yes, do that for me, Chris. Hi, Gene. Good to see you, my friend. Good morning. Good morning, Bruce. Bruce, good morning. St. John, baby, welcome in. Good morning, Devil Dog. You got it, St. John's. Good to have you. Carol, hello. Barney, Melly, you have a channel. Did I miss something? Moonlight, was Mark the one that found the remains? No, I don't think he found him. I just think he was there covering it during that time. I think he was just covering it. But I don't know, but I'm almost positive that's what it was. But he was right there. Chris was saying, Bruce, hi, Melly. Good to see you, Barney. You might do some lives here and there. Not much, Miss Barney. Just Chris tour of his town. Bruce, I'll watch you, Melly. AZ, so yeah. And how defeated those of us feel who signed the recall, feel knowing that we truly needed and wanted change, and blank else is either too scared to sign or just pretends to care or doesn't give a, you know what. I agree with AZ. Well said. Moonlight. Okay, thank you. Marianne, Casey, has anyone requested Nancy's mail forward address and searched that location? I haven't heard anything about that, Casey, to be honest. AZ Sunshine, so sorry, I can't imagine. Bruce, hi, Arizona Sunshine. Catgo, welcome in, Catgo. Good morning, DD and friends. This is an interesting find, to say the least. Would be amazing if Nancy, but if not, maybe it's someone else missing loved one. Without a doubt. Well said, Catgo. So we are caught up. So, I don't know what they're going to come out with. I mean, it's hard. I mean, to envision that the actual remains are going to be, anything of what we're hoping for. But here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have hope, right? So even if it's not, maybe the next one will be. And if it's not the next one, maybe the next one will be. Because here's the thing. As long as people keep doing and keeping that story alive, there's always that possibility. There's always that possibility. Hi, Catgo. Good to see ya. Catgo, Carol, Bruce. So what do you think, Doug? What's your take on,
what they found?
Yeah.
I think it's probably less than 1%.
There you go.
That's my statistic.
Yeah. I could see
less
that.
than 1%. So that would say they'd probably have to find 100 bodies to actually locate and find the right one.
I agree.
With the amount that's around there between the drugs, the gangs, the homelessness.
Right.
It's just, Yeah. I highly doubt it's Nancy. Just
Yeah.
like some of the other bones we found, we get our hopes up, and then it's just like, oh, none of them are 200 years old.
What was that one they found? What's his name found that bone that was 1,000 years old?
AJ, yeah.
Yep.
Crazy. Well, I mean, I
Imagine
guess
that though. 1,000 years old.
I guess the only thing for me is the fact that because it was so close, and I say so close, 10, 11 miles away from Nancy, in that area, Silver Lake, I think it's called, that was also talked about quite a bit, So,
Right.
I mean, when you hear those two put together, it really does like give you like a sense of hope that, oh man, this like the lines and the stars are starting to align. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But not necessarily that it's going to be her. But man, I tell you what, it would put a lot of this to rest for sure, without a doubt. It would put a lot of this to rest, and the family could move on. And because I still don't think that, honestly, I really don't think they're ever going to find out who did this. I think that ship has sailed.
I agree.
But at least find the remains for the sake of the family, because not having a place that you can call a place to go to visit and see, and sometimes sometimes you talk by yourself and asking questions, not that you're expecting any answers, but just the idea of that moment of silence. You don't have that, and that's the sad thing for a lot of people who are in this type of predicament. Good morning, Cat Go. Carol, do we have any footage of Mark showing where they found it? Let's see. I know he did a video about 3 hours ago. April was saying, Melly, YouTube knocked me out.
That's an ultra wide camera. Look at that, huh?
Very close to where I grew up. That was a theater built on the edge of a hill. You had to go downstairs to get the balcony. Main stage was below. The balcony was under that. Seriously. Wow. Interesting, Barney. Song says, I'll tell you what, though, if by any slim chance Nancy brought home alive, it will probably renew my hope in just about anything. That would be an amazing miracle. Without a doubt, Song. Well said.
Hey guys, I found a picture of Dog's first vehicle. There it is, right there.
Really?
There it is.
Oh, you're killing me. You're killing me.
This is his it's his department right there. That's his group of guys right there.
That's funny. That's funny.
I gotta kill you.
Welcome, Pam. Welcome, Pam. Thank you for
Flowers.
supporting
Look
the
at that.
channel. Hey, DD and everyone. Welcome in. Melly laughing out loud. Carol, oh crap.
It is a
Mary-
close up of the church you like.
That's a pretty. I mean, get a little bit closer if you can.
What?
Like, go stand in the middle of the road where all that traffic is.
Oh, okay.
Someone
Don't
can
tempt
knock
me,
you.
because don't tempt me, because I'll do it.
Yeah.
You don't think I'll do it, do you?
No, I think you will, and I think they'll come
yeah,
after me. You wanted it to happen.
That's because I'll tell them, hey, he asked me to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, look. This is the old ass bus place where you sit and wait for the bus.
Right.
They've taken them away. This is the oldest one. There's no more. Oh, Boots is missing.
Poor Boots.
Poor Boots.
Poor
$200.
Over there,
$200 reward for Boots.
What's he really worth?
That's what I'm saying. He ain't worth $200. No, anyway. So if there is one thing that you guys, or anybody, whatever, that you guys would want to see in this town, what would be the most important thing for you guys to see? Anything at all? Do you have any ideas?
Maybe you sitting down and relaxing.
Shut it. Okay, well, now I'm sitting down at the table.
There you go. We want to see you enjoy your coffee, man.
Right.
This is my third coffee today.
I don't know how you do that.
Novice, the school shooting in Thailand. 6 dead, 15 injured in Thailand. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I think guys in Thailand are not here. Marianne, Mark was
I
on the
know.
bridge and found something saying, "Look this way," where the remains were found. Okay, maybe Mark did find it. Thank you,
Find what?
Marianne. The skeleton, the remains.
He didn't find it.
Well, Marianne said that
No,
said,
he
"Look
was
this way."
yeah, he was no. That was the thing I was telling you about, the blue writing on the ground.
Oh,
It said
got you,
look
got
this
you.
way with an arrow
Oh, got you,
pointing
got
that
you.
way. But he was on the bridge, but then he was like, screw it. He jumped, well, I don't know if he jumped over or went downstairs, but he went to the wash itself. He was
Interesting.
walking
Is
right
there a lot
down
of people
where,
down there? A lot of
no,
cops? No?
no, remember it happened at 7 in the morning
True, true.
when they found it. They were already gone. So
Did
he
they
was
say who
there.
located it?
No,
No?
no. Unless I missed it on his live, but I'm not sure.
Got you.
Obviously, somebody came upon it,
Sure.
but I
I
don't know.
think the perp will be caught because someone's going to crack. I sure as hell hope so, April. I really do. Song says, where are the horses?
Which horses?
Carol, hello. Angel Eyes, welcome in, Angel Eyes. L, thank you so much. Catco 1985. KC, Senator Kelly has budgeted the Federal Student Loan Collection Agency to deploy to Arizona to find Nancy.
What?
Let me read that again. LKC says Senator Kelly has budgeted the Federal Student Loan Collection Agency to deploy to Arizona to find Nancy.
The federal loan?
That's what she
I
said.
don't understand that one.
I don't either, other than
What?
you guys said he was the guy with the money, right? He controlled the
Mark
money.
Kelly?
He's
Yeah.
the guy with the power.
He's got the
doesn't-
power, so he's going to move that money where he wants it.
Well, yeah,
He
he
doesn't-
definitely, yeah.
What money is he in control of?
Well, when you're in
Appropriations.
power, you control a lot of things when you're in power. You want
He
this, you give me
controls the
this.
appropriations committee.
Yeah, you want that, you give me this. I can see that.
The appropriations? I thought he was the, what do they call him?
He's Senate Intelligence, but he's the one that appropriates the money for each institution.
okay.
So he gets to decide who gets what money.
Yep.
Well, I mean, the committee does, but he has a lot of say in it.
Well, he's the head.
Yeah.
Melly, Carol, YouTube is sending me a sign. Get your butt working and stop watching.
No, that's not YouTube. That's your work.
Pam, hi, Carol. Carol, hello. Angel Eyes, Hurley Girl. Thank you for supporting the channel, Hurley Girl. Welcome in. Click those likes, everybody. Support the channels that we are endorsing because these guys do an amazing job. Bam. Hey, 1985. L, thank you so much for supporting the channel. Hurley. Catco, thank you so much for supporting the channel. Angel Eyes. Hi, Carol. Pam. April. Oh, my God, DD. Chris, stand in the middle of the road. I know.
See what he wanted me to do?
I
He
know.
wanted me to
He's
get
going to
run
blame
over.
me for it. I knew that was coming.
Well,
You have to
told me
figure
to.
the Santa Cruz River
Well,
and the Nogales wash flow down into the area, as well as these can be remains from any area being Nogales down to Tucson. Thanks, Debbie Downer. All right. Appreciate that, AZ. No, seriously, on a serious note, that's a good point. Thank you so much. L, hi, Angel Eyes. Pam, hi, Hurley Girl and Catco. Hi, Angel Eyes, says Melly. Annie, hey, have fun, everyone. You too, Annie. Thanks so much, Catco Pam. All right. Welcome in. Please don't forget to hit the like and share the stream. Subscribe if you haven't. It's free, everybody. Make it happen, please. Carol, have no idea, Chris, laughing out loud. Miss Barney, Chris, I would like to see historical statue, please. Take us to the historical statue.
which one?
She just said any. She would like to see the historical statue, please. Julie, good morning, Julie. Welcome in, Julie. Good to have you. Doug, has there been any changes to the subway station in Newton? Says Gene.
You'd have to ask Chris. I don't know.
Any changes to the subway station in Newton?
There is no subway in Newton.
Yeah.
Guess there is none in there, Gene. Catco, I needed some laughs this morning, Chris. Says Catco.
He's not allowing me to make him laugh this morning.
I didn't say Mark
called
found them
me early.
We already
the
cleared that
live.
up already, Marianne. We Chris already cleared that up. No worries. No
He
one's
called
coming
me
after
this-
you.
Stop cutting me off.
Marianne, laughing out
talking
loud.
over
You
here.
don't. Chris, let's see those famous fig cookies. Where's the cookies at?
Big Newtons?
Yes.
They're in the store.
Okay, please sub to the Angel Eyes. You had that moment and you used it for that, really? Angel,
moment?
good to see you.
What the hell am I missing here?
Your coffee or probably your donut. Melly,
No.
good to see you. Thanks,
I don't
appreciate you always.
I don't eat donuts. I just drink coffee.
Oh, got you.
I heard
Case-
somebody rumbling about Boston creams or whatever. But
Oh, yeah, somebody did say something about get a Boston cream or something.
all set with that. Don't like those. not me.
Hey, look at this. It says, Casey said, student loan agencies find everyone. There you go. Yeah, if you got a student loan, they're going to find you. Yeah, I feel I know what Casey's saying.
Yeah, now I get it.
Yeah. It's good. Good thing you're not my boss, says Melly. April. Melly said, good thing you're not her boss.
Hey, she'd be fired already.
Everyone. All right, everyone. I got to go to an appointment. Be safe, Elle, and good luck. Right. Yes. Doug, what do you got to say? Cicely, welcome in, Cicely. Good to have you. What do you got to say, Doug?
Me, I don't know. I'm just listening this morning.
Anything?
Chats. I'm still trying to recover from last night's conversation.
Oh yeah. I've been pondering that in my head too.
I know what happened. I missed it.
Dude, you just got to go watch it, dude. It was
I'm
great.
not watching it again.
It got deep. That's all.
It got very deep.
But was there arguments? Or?
No argument. Not at all.
Maybe I would say more the aha moment and realization.
Yeah.
But as a real kidnapping or as higher up stuff?
As in
Neither. It was the first
neither.
time
As
in 6 months I was able to say that I thought that family may have played a role in this. They swayed me to their side.
And that's also what Army Vet said.
Yeah, no, I know what Army Vet. I mean, we've talked a lot. I know what he thinks, and
Yeah, but he wasn't going with the high government conspiracy.
No, I know. No, I know what he's going with. I heard him talk about it before.
Oh,
it started with Savannah and her actions, really, and
yes,
trying to explain the family actions that brought us to where we ended up at the end.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Well said.
Yep. Gotcha.
That's all.
Angel Eyes, how can anyone fire Melly? Chris will find a way, I guess.
Why does everybody blame me?
Because you always say you're going to fire Melly.
I do not. I've never said that before till just now. Now you're getting fired.
April says, Army Vet and Doug were both awesome in the conversation. And I was like, wow, Army Vet changed and Doug's mind, laughing out loud.
It was wild.
It was that aha moment.
Mm-hmm.
Nelly, thank you, Angel Eyes. Bruce, hi, Angel Eyes. Good to see you. I don't know if Bruce wants to come up or not, but I sent you the link. Chris, can we see Veterans Memorial, please?
Yeah.
Says Barney.
If what's your name? If Dog will allow me, I can.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Just
no,
one
I
time.
can't. I can't. One time. Hell no.
Debbie,
Hell no.
hey, Deb said it's either Chris or Trump's fault.
Hey, listen here with that. Don't wrap me up into all that.
Angel Eyes, good morning, Bruce. No worries, Melly. Carol says, Chris, if Savannah was in fear of her family, why would you show your 12-year-old birthday photos and information? Deb, laughing my A off, says
Because she
Melly.
didn't want kids to begin with.
Interesting.
There's a memorial rock right there. So.
Carolina girl, thank you for supporting the channel, my friend. Appreciate you. Deb with the giggles.
Look at the ultra wide. See the rock? That's a memorial
I see that
rock right there.
Really?
Got
That's the
writing.
best you got in Boston?
I'm not in Boston, so no.
Newton?
I'm in Newton. No. This is just a little park that I'm sitting in, see?
Just in that little park? That's all you got?
That's it.
Listen here.
No matter where you go, I'm going to say that.
Well, then I'm not going to go anywhere. And then the track and I was going to show you guys the Veterans Memorial, but
Let's
you know
see
what?
it.
No, I can't. It's not here.
Oh.
I have to drive to it.
Right.
Got you.
So I don't want to hear your lip. Maybe you should
You're
have
hearing
went
my
mowing this morning.
laughter. Bruce, you're the best. Deb Briggs, Bruce. Hi, Carolina girl. Good to see you, my friend. Good morning. Good morning, Vietnam.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that was.
We have a pretty cool statue up in Adams where I live.
Do you?
It's the Susan B. Anthony statue. That's actually where she was born.
Wow.
Little town of Adams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
April, youtube.com, Bruce Davis, subscribe to the channel. Amen. Miss Barney, Chris, get the e-bike out.
I have
Get it
the
out,
truck.
Chris.
No, I have the truck. I can drive the truck there.
Well, then Melly said, so get in the car and drive to it.
Shall I leave my son where he is so he can just come out and be like, hey, where's Dad? No.
Yeah.
'Cause
Well,
I would, but my wife would kill me.
Chris, how much coffee have you had bouncing around?
3 cups.
Three
cups of
cups.
coffee.
What is
Well,
that, a
2
20
large-
ounce? Is that a 20 ounce?
This is a medium.
Which
This
is
a
a what?
medium.
16 ounces.
16?
I did 2
48 ounces
larges.
of coffee.
So I have coffee. Lots of coffee. Only 1 sugar, though, in it. Just 1 sugar.
Hey, bros, says, Bruce, 3 coffees, 1 too many.
Jeez.
It's not too many. It's perfect. And I'll still have another one later.
Yeah,
And you'll
true.
pee forever.
What?
I go,
didn't hear you.
You'll pee forever.
I do that anyways. I'll tell you.
That's what happens when you get old.
No. That's what happens when you only have 1 kidney.
I can
You
see
can't.
that.
You can't. Nope. You gotta go. You gotta go. That's why I tell my
You know
wife.
when
like,
you gotta go.
when we're at the store or we're out shopping and we're walking around and my wife, and I'm like, babe, I gotta go to the bathroom. She's like, hold on 1 second. It's like, I can't. Gotta go.
Chris needs a pee tent, says Melly.
Hell no.
Oh, Lord.
No damn way.
Marty says, Chris, are you trying to tell us you are sweet enough so you don't need 1 sugar?
Of course.
There it is.
Of course. I am sweet enough.
Barney
My
said
wife
it.
doesn't know that, but
Melly is laughing her ass off. I wonder if these washes before it's all said. How long does a monsoon season last there in Arizona?
I don't know.
Does anybody
Can't
know?
be that long, but I don't know.
I
I don't
would
know.
probably 60 days, maybe.
60
If I
days?
had, if I had to guess,
Well, when did
You
it
think
start?
so?
Do you remember?
I
Oh,
don't
it's been a
remember.
while now. A few weeks back, anyway.
Has it?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me see if I can find out.
Chris, Melly says Chris is mean, but Fabio is
What?
sweet. Melly said Chris is mean, but Fabio is sweet.
You better be careful.
Bruce, Chris, if you got to go to the bathroom, just use your coffee cup when done drinking it, says Bruce.
Oh,
Don't
believe
Yeah.
me, I know
Hey,
all about that.
hey, and don't forget, it's not coffee no more.
Nope.
No.
I know, right? I'll never forget.
You'll
I don't know
never
where
forget.
we. I know. I forget where we were, what we were doing. I had a coffee, and I didn't finish the whole coffee. And this is back. Well, this is back 20 years ago when I
Uh-huh.
smoked. And me and my friends, we just started throwing the cigarette butts in the old coffee cup
Oh my
because
gosh.
we didn't
No.
throw them on the ground.
All right.
And so this kid came along and he's like, "God damn, I'm so thirsty." And I was like, sorry, I don't have a drink. And we did something else. I turned around and he was drinking it.
Ugh.
He
Oh,
drank
That
the
is so
he
awful.
he drank the cigarette coffee. I was like, don't touch the coffee then. But yeah, it was pretty nasty.
wow. That
Can
sounds
you
gross.
imagine what that tasted like? Sucker.
Terrible.
Yeah, I really didn't. That's horrible. I was gonna say I really didn't care. How do you spell monsoon? Am I such an idiot?
MOO.
Monsoon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Really? That was stupid. School wasn't my best.
Song says, "Hey Bruce, Carolina, yuck, Bruce. Yes, Melly, I know, but us men needs you women around." VMS, good morning, VMS. Welcome in, welcome in.
So it says here that the monsoon season typically lasts about 3 to 4 months, usually from June to September, although this can vary depending on the region. In areas, it can last from a few weeks to several months.
Good deal, good deal. That means we got a little bit of hope.
A little bit of hope.
Little bit of hope. Southern Butterfly Girl says that's gross. Throwing up everything, drinking those cigarettes in that coffee. Ugh. That is for sure, Southern Butterfly Girl. Annie says, so nothing about Nancy. I'll try later. Hey, Miss. Hi, Carol. Song. Miss Barney. I was just looking at shirts on Amazon last night with those two old dudes. It said Old Cool. That's interesting. Old Cool.
Old school.
You have a good day, Annie. Well, the only information, Annie, that we had on Nancy is that they found some remains close to Nancy where she lived, 10 to 11 miles. And that was pretty much, they found the skeletal remains. They're doing testing right now, I guess, to figure out who they belong to. Don't know how long that's going to take. But the idea was we were hoping maybe it would be literally Nancy, but we're not sure, obviously. Dog, see my above comment. All right. Remember the Muppet Show, the two funny, grumpy. Oh, yeah, that judge the shows. Any connections there, Chris? That's funny. That is funny.
Unbelievable. Just unbelievable.
V-Man says, I was wondering about the remains. Just waiting to really see. They found the remains. Marcus the Shark was covering some of it several hours ago. And yeah, they don't really know at this point, other than it was the 10 to 11 miles away from where Nancy lived at I believe it was wasn't it Silver Lake
I
or
think that's what he said. Yeah.
Silver area somewhere. But that's what we're waiting for. Just seeing, if they say anything or we get any type of breaking news. But they don't know if it's her. I mean, it's a small slim that it could be her, but it's got to be someone. So why not her?
Well, that would make sense if they found remains. It would definitely be somebody.
Remains were just found a few hours ago, so we'll take a while for information. That is true, April. Millie, Bruce, that's a fact. V-Miss,
Can
oh
they
goodness.
always get
It could possibly
DNA
be
from that?
her. Can they what?
Can they always get DNA from the bone?
I'm
Even if
sure
it's
they
like,
can. Scrapings of the bone, I'm sure.
I think the DNA would be in the marrow.
right? I just didn't know. Like,
Bone marrow, right.
does it still stay inside the bone,
Yeah.
or does
Yeah.
like the 1,000-year-old bone that they found? Can they
Right.
determine what, or not who? I would doubt, but if it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know anything
DNA
about
lasts a
that.
very, very, very long time.
Yeah.
Right, and I think that's how they solve a lot of these,
It's just
crimes when
probably trying to match it up to what do you call it? A genealogy or
yeah,
type of
Yeah.
thing to see where it comes from. Yeah.
yep.
That would be my guess anyway.
That
Wh-
I think is really really cool, where they can now identify somebody from a family member. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
that to me is actually really cool.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah,
They can solve a lot more cases like that now with technology.
For sure.
yeah, and I mean I'm sure they have like in big cities, the small cities, they probably have teams that are working on all the old missing person cases that they've, seen bones and stuff like that from.
Where does anybody know where the Mark found the remain or whoever found the remains where that was at? V Miss wants to know.
Melly
It
said
was,
Silver Lake Road on Interstate 10.
Silver
yeah,
Lake Road on Interstate 10. Thank you, Melly. Appreciate
in
that.
a, in a wash.
In a wash. Is there enough DNA to complete a full DNA profile sequence? We don't know.
And
We
I
don't
don't
know.
even know how many skeletal remains
Yeah.
were found, so I don't know if it was just like a leg bone. I don't know how much was found. The other sad thing too is if it was uncovered by the water, shit, it could have been found miles away and just came down with the
Right.
rush of water.
Well
But
said, April. Well said. They found DNA on Shane 5 years after, and 3 bones were left, but took 5 years. I'm sure a full skeleton will go faster.
well, yeah, I would, yeah,
I would
just as
start with
long,
the teeth. I would
yeah. If
think.
there's, I think it's the easiest way, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think the teeth they
Fastest,
said or
easiest
something.
way. Teeth
Yeah,
impressions. That's what they is most commonly used, I think.
yeah.
Yeah, V missed. Looks like that's what they were counting on with this monsoon. That it did wash up with it. They're not. That's
Morning.
not.
How are you today?
That's not a
Good.
definite, but that's what they're saying. That probably the monsoon is what washed it up. Hi, April says song. Good to see you, says April. Did Miss
Well, I can show
Nancy
you
have
this.
dentures? You know,
Who knows?
That's a
I
good
don't think
question.
anybody ever asked that question. I'm not sure.
Newton Police. See, there's a police memorial to our departed members.
Our departed member. That's nice, no doubt.
I would go in and show you. There's another one inside that has like all their pictures, all their badges of all the departed officers. But then you got to go in and get buzzed in to see it. Then you got to get frisked, and then I'm not doing all that. Not today. So, there you
Thank
go with
you,
that,
Carolina.
pal.
Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
My father is 91 and passes away soon. Haven't been on much, trying to catch up. You're good, VMS. You're good. Marianne, VMS, Mark just covered where they found the remains. Mark didn't find the remains.
No. That would have been cool.
Yeah. April, they used genealogy and on him and matched his mother, Shane. Bemis, sorry for your loss. Praying for you and your family, says Pam. Barney says, sometimes I ask officers if I can frisk them. I can just picture that, Barney. Can I frisk you? I'm sure the officer says only if I can frisk you back. Miss. Thank you so much, Pam. It's very hard and exhausting. Melly says, so is it official that the hair DNA came back as nothing? I think so. I think it was nobody that they suspected. It was a nothing burger.
Mm-hmm. I think they said it was a hair that was supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Whether or not you think that's nothing.
Right. Well, I mean, it amounted to nothing because
it amounted to nothing.
So, yeah, whether it's a nothing burger or whether it's a nothing cheeseburger, not really sure. Jim, hello, DD and Chad. Welcome in, Jim. Welcome in. Praise to you, VMS. Amen, Millie. So, yeah, I don't think we're going to find out anytime soon as to who these remains are, but it is a very interesting conversation piece. That's for damn sure. And Barney says, dog, sometimes I get an officer that grins about that one. That's how you know he's a good guy. Yeah, that's funny. That is funny. I think I would be like, oh God. That's interesting. I could see that. Al, I'm back. Quick appointment. Yeah, that was a speedy appointment. Marianne, I can't get over the security guard at the sheriff's office didn't know about the case. I know. I remember hearing that. I think, who was it? Was it RPG or Alex that asked that question to one of the security guards, and they said they didn't even know who, and this is outside of the sheriff's department. They said they didn't even know who Nancy was. Could you imagine that? Don't be surprised if he gets fired tomorrow because he made the department look bad. You know, you can just see Nanos going, next time you say you know who she is. Oh Lord. Venus, thanks everyone. 1985. Check your email. April, I got a problem. A hair that was to be there. What if family's involved unless it was Nancy's? Good point, April. Good point. Jim says, Miss Barney. L says, V-Miss, thank you for reminding me. I fell asleep last night and had an appointment this morning. Bruce, can't believe he didn't know that. Really sad. No doubt. I mean, how do you not know that? And you work right there at the sheriff's department. Yeah, that's crazy. Sleepy Panda's in the house. Good to have you, Sleepy Panda. Welcome in. There could be clothing. They sure knew a lot quickly when the other bones found, says Deb.
Well, the first clue is going to be the observation of the bone. They're going to be able to tell right away at least how old the bones are. So if the chronology doesn't line up, then Nancy will be excluded immediately without even waiting for DNA.
True.
If
Good
they're
point.
3 years old, 5 years old, 20 years old. If it doesn't fall within the 3 to 9 month, then you could probably say that it's not going to be what we want it to be.
True. It's very well said, buddy. I still would like to know whose hair it was, even if it's said it's supposed to be there. What does that even mean? Bruce, hi, Sleepy Panda. Good to see you. Jim, Bruce. Pam, he should already have been fired. What all he has done, without a doubt. I agree with that, Pam, wholeheartedly. April Melly thinks that's my thoughts.
Hi, Jim.
Jim, Deb, Barney, Melly, Sleepy Panda, Bruce, Jim, V-Miss. Carol says, I'll be driving and listening. Just drive safe, Carol. That's awesome. Chris, a.k.a. Casper GM, Jim. Have we heard anything else here lately on any other cases by any chance?
I was just thinking that, dog.
Okay.
I personally have not.
I looked at some things, but obviously the only other really, well, there's a lot of stories out there, but the one that seems to be starting to get a lot more attention is the Nolan Wells, and I really don't want to touch that with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah, we should stay away from that one for a little while, I think.
I agree with you.
Yep.
Throw that son bitch in the middle of the river and just leave it there for a while.
Yep. I agree.
I concur.
I mean, I thought that almost from the beginning. I felt where it was gonna end up going. And it ended up going right where I thought it was gonna go.
And you're 100% right, Doug, because I had that in my mind too. And then I thought, you know what? Yeah, I just thought maybe because it deals with young people and this and that, but no. Should have just stuck with my gut at the time.
Exactly. I mean, I agree it needs awareness, but analysis, we got to just stay away from the analysis.
No doubt. That's well said. I was shocked with Army Vet's opinion, or not opinion, but his change of heart there.
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming, to be honest.
I didn't see my change of heart coming either.
I didn't see yours coming too. I thought twice when you said, I have never really said this before, but, and I was like, oh, what? And you were like, I don't have anything to really say. I can't really say anything. And I was like, oh God. And then Vet was like, Vet was the same way, but he was like, dude, I tend to agree with that. It just makes perfect sense. And I'm thinking to myself, oh God, please, Lord, don't let me corrupt anybody else.
That eureka moment where it's just like, okay.
Yeah. I tell you, the only way to really for something like that is you got to have somebody give you something that seems more soundproof. You know what I mean? More solid.
Yes.
I just haven't seen it. I really haven't.
No, but it's just a bunch of theories that could be possible, but
right.
Examining people's actions and emotions is pretty solid. I mean,
true.
That's all we have to go on at this point.
That's it, really. I mean, Miss Barney, stricter rules need to be placed and followed up on public officials. I agree, Barney, without 100%. A doubt. April, I am wrapped up in Clancy's case, so really haven't checked on others.
Same,
I really should start looking into the Clancy case. I haven't even seen that. I mean, I haven't really got into it.
I've watched every day of the trial so far. So.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, maybe I need to look into it so you can go ahead and start talking about it. Sleepy
Another
Panda. Hi,
bad one, that's
Jim.
all.
Eastern Girl, Crafting Marie. Hello, everyone. Good to have you, Eastern Girl. Welcome in. Welcome in. May I ask, does anyone know who found the remains? The remains, Doug, do you know who found them?
I do not. I don't think anybody knows
I
who
don't think they
actually
gave that
found them.
out, to be honest. I'm not
No, I don't think
sure.
they did.
I know Mark was just covering what they had found, but I haven't heard anybody saying who were the actual ones that found the remains.
If I had to guess, I would say it was probably a homeless person that found
Yeah.
them. Depend because of where it was.
And then
I don't
call
think
somebody?
mom and dad were out there walking the dog with the kids.
No.
So
No, not at all. Marianne, so Doug, you are leaning towards the family now, says Marianne.
I'm open to it now. I don't know if I'm leaning in any direction, but it's the first time in my mind was able to say, you know what, the family may actually have been involved in this.
Eastern Girl says they were found by authorities. Thank you. Appreciate that, Eastern Girl. Says Melly. To see Clancy's case, very interesting. Where is Chris? He's probably cooking breakfast or having breakfast
He's probably driving to the statue.
or driving to the statue. True. That would be something Chris would do out of the blue just so that he can say, see, I told you I was going to show you.
Uh-huh.
Song says there was also a body near Silver Lake in a wash in June. That is correct.
Yep.
Tucson reported on that. Melly, it says the remains were found at 7 a.m. on August 13th by authorities. There you go. There's your answer. It was found by authorities. Yeah. 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 How late did they stay last night? That whole group that was outside the sheriff's department. Does anybody know how long they stayed out there?
I do not know. I didn't catch any of it, so
I watched just a little bit. I watched just a little bit of it, but I didn't really, I didn't stay up. It's 3-hour difference for us, So I didn't really, I didn't see it all. I seen some, but not all. Deb says we need a gender age. That would be nice. L song, very interesting. Don't think I heard that. Barney, I don't know. I fall asleep. Song, was anybody filming when the remains were found? I'm not sure. I think the only one that was out there during that time was Mark the Shark. I think he was the only one out there other than their authorities. Could you imagine Mark the Shark flying his drone out there?
yeah, right. He probably wished he had it that day.
Yeah, right. Marianne, I left at 12:30 Eastern time and they were still there. Oh, wow. I spent all day on YouTube, so I crashed at 9 p.m. Laughing out loud. Dad, wonder how many are found yearly from washes with the storms. Yeah, I think it would be an eye-popping number, no doubt. Or maybe he picked up his son and is taking him home.
Oh, he asked for the link again.
Oh, did he? All right.
Yeah, I crashed out right after our conversation yesterday too. I usually do stay up a little later and catch some late streams, but I just couldn't do it last night.
There wasn't that many on last night, to be honest.
No?
There wasn't too many. I mean, other than at the sheriff's department, but they were all pretty much like streaming off, I think, JLRs.
Right.
But there wasn't too many out there that were on, you know. I looked at too. I looked to see who was out there, and yeah, I just went into his, but
Yeah, a lot of the
April's
late nights I do, we don't actually even talk true crime, and that's why I like them. It takes my brain
right,
away from the true crime for a little bit. We do like songs and trivia and stuff like that, but
right,
with the same people, but just not about true crime. So we
right.
need that ventilation every once in a while.
Hey, he's back.
He's back.
He's
Wide
back.
Ultra. We're on the move.
I
We
knew
are
it.
on the move. Where are we headed?
We're on the move. I'm gonna show you the Veterans Memorial real quick. One
Okay.
of them, anyway. But yeah, we're on the move. I got my boy, and we are on our way.
Sounds good.
Oh yeah.
Eastern Girls Crafting Marie says, I know Jim was out there all day on his motorcycle. Yeah, he was out there
You see my
for
other
quite a long
glasses?
time.
You see them on the chair?
Huh?
No, I was talking to my son.
Oh,
Sorry.
gotcha. Bruce.
Thank you, sir.
Well, I don't really sleep very good without my wife being there. So being asleep early and getting up at 4 a.m., yeah, I can understand that.
Mm-hmm.
I can understand that for sure. Melissa Curry, most of the people wash up in Pima County with a empty vessel of a sheriff. April, Army vet is my music therapy.
Don't.
Miss Barney, a Sider's mental health evaluation, but he due within a couple of weeks. Yeah. They also granted the mother, Elizabeth, they went ahead and granted her also a mental competency test. So that's going to be interesting to see what, how she does on the performance of the test. But here's another thing, they'll probably just once they take it, if there's anything, they'll share it, and if it's not, it'd be like no news. Jim Casper is back like a bad penny. Melissa Carey says, could pay me to live. You couldn't pay me to live in Pima County. I agree with that.
Nope.
I totally agree with that. Yeah. I used to think it would be nice to be out there in the warm weather, and I don't mind warm weather, but scorching hot with the
that ain't warm weather, dude. That's broiler weather. Yeah.
Saying I could handle the warm weather, but that's totally different. That is, geez, that's hot. Was the body in a tarp? I don't know. Does anybody know if the body was in a tarp?
I don't know. I didn't
the
hear
remains? I didn't hear it either.
No. I'm going to shoot driving on the street in a lawnmower. All right. I'm trying to show you right now, dog. There's the big church. That's the beautiful church. On the inside, it's like you're coming out of, I don't even know. It's just gold leaf, and it's gorgeous in there. How am I going to show this? Show what? No, it's right there. The memorial I'm going to show them. I don't know if the body was in a tarp. I didn't hear anything about tarp or anything.
Right. Jacqueline, good morning, Jacqueline. Welcome in, Jacqueline.
again, all I heard though was that remains were found. So I don't know if it was one bone or 10. I don't know. I'm not sure. Well, goodness. Let me see where it is. No parking. So what am I going to do? I'm going to park. All right, stay here. I'll be right back. Man the vehicle, sir. You must.
Melly, I heard the same, Marianne, bones, and that they were there for a while. I heard it was just bones, not a body, says Marianne. Eastern Girl says it's probably another homeless person. That's what we're thinking. It's probably going to be someone that, is definitely a different individual. Melissa Curry says Bullhorn Betty says something about a tart and found it suddenly.
I think those were two different events. The tarpon sheep
Were
were
they?
found, and then some body remains were found. I don't think they were connected, but I could be wrong.
Kiki Khan says Melissa Curry near A&T's house supposedly. They said 10 to 9 miles away from Nancy's home, so that would be interesting too if it's close to A&T's house, If you go with the theory from last night.
So that's the stone for the Vietnam Memorial,
Right.
with everybody on it that was there. And if you can see down here, SP4 Frederick J. McLaughlin. That would be a relative.
That's interesting.
So, and they got all the wreaths, and then they got more of the memorial over there, more over there. And then on the day they come and they put all these everything here on that day. They close the street and they have a big huge presentation and all that good stuff, and they hang up the POW flags, and there's just a lot of it. There's like 4 in Newton. Yeah, so same difference. They have both stones.
Right.
This is the Korean War right here. So that's for the Korean War. The other one's for Vietnam. And then the other locations are the World War I, World War II. And then they are in the midst of putting one in for Iraq and stuff. They're actually going to do a memorial for the soldiers that were lost from here, from Newton, into that memorial. So, and then across the way is the Jackson Homestead, and this place right here that you can see across the way, back when this was like one of the first places in Newton, but underneath this is the tunnels where they used to bring in the slaves and stuff. There's still tunnels underneath, and you can go in and you can do a tour. You can do a tour of the whole place, and you can actually go down and see the tunnels that were there for the slaves that they brought them through. So,
wow,
there's definitely some pretty good history in Newton for a little bit of everything. Again, big Newtons, they were here. And the place where the factory used to be is now a park.
Right.
So yeah. But there's all kinds of stuff. Like we're right around the corner. Now, what you see in front of you right now, this neighborhood that you can see, there's a fire station, Station 1. I grew up. This is my, from born till, I don't know, like 16, 15. This is my street that we was born on. But where I'm going to go right now, because we kind of do this big loop to get back to the house. But where I'm going to show you guys now is, you guys know New Balance sneakers?
Yeah.
The owners of New Balance live here. Well, they don't live here all the time, but they have their mansion here. They live in California, but New Balance is from here.
Got you.
So they live, and there's another church across the street. So Newton probably has more churches than most cities and towns around. I mean, just on my, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we probably have like 15 to 20 churches in the city itself.
Oh wow.
And it's they're just, I don't know, there's just so many. But yeah, no, I mean, it's great. So one of my goals is, I'm gonna reach out to my buddy later on. So Newton is a very, 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 very safe city to live in, crime-wise.
Uh-huh.
Yes, we have the vehicle break-ins, a couple of house break-ins. We've had, in my lifetime, we've probably had 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 homicides.
Right.
And we border downtown Boston. Well, we border a suburb of Boston, which back in the 80s, 90s, 2000s was really a tough area. And we were, you out your door and you're into that bad area. But for some reason, somehow, the city was able to keep the trouble out. And they still do it to this day. And I've never understood how they do it, whether it's the community policing, whatever. But my goal is to sit and interview the police chief.
Okay.
To see, how, and unfortunately, he's newer to the chief position, but he was an officer here before. And hopefully he can come up with a couple of, just something. I want to know, like, how do you keep it so safe? How do you keep the trouble out and, and see what they can say? So, hey, speaking of the police, there they are. What are you doing? No, never mind. Boston College. Yeah, we're right near BC, Boston College. So they patrol the area too, but nothing. Isn't this exciting? Not really, right?
Well, I'd have to say statistically, crime follows poverty. So if it's a above poverty level type community, then that would mean that they would statistically have a lower crime rate.
Not anymore. Not here anymore.
Not anymore.
Changed. No, it's all changed. But hold on, let me disconnect you off the Mac. Well, so if you see right there, that place right there, that is the New Balance owner's mansion. Right there. Unfortunately, I can't see anymore. Oh, look, it's my kid. Say hi.
Hello.
There.
Hello.
So, yeah. This part where we're driving in right now. What the hell's all this? Oh, this part stuff. This is the richer part of the city. It's all mansions and stuff. So, dog, I expect you to do this next week. I want to see your neighborhood. I want you to drive around and show us everything. And I'm still going to do the whole Boston tour because people were waiting for that, but
right.
I got to fit that in somewhere. But so
What are we still talking, Nancy?
We were.
We're always talking Nancy.
I know.
It's the default topic.
That's
That's
it.
my problem.
That's a fact.
New in the headlines, nothing.
Barney says, "Is there a serial unaliver on the loose out there?
Oh, where?
Out in, I'm assuming Tucson.
There's definitely one here in Massachusetts.
Is there?
Oh yeah. They
Interesting.
haven't
Think so?
officially said that, but there is. There's at least one, maybe two.
Wow.
For which cases?
What you say, Chris?
Which cases, Doug? Which ones?
Oh, there's so many. It's the similarities. There's been a lot of people found unalived on hiking trails. A lot over here in the Berkshires. There's been, I think, at least 10 in the last 5 years. But I know it stretches into Worcester and other parts of the state also. But just here in the
Well, yeah.
Berkshires, there's been 10 that have been similar in MO type.
Yeah,
Finding.
you remember when JLI was here?
You're breaking up, Chris. What did you say?
Sorry, yeah, it's the area. Do you remember when JLI was here?
I don't. Why, JLR was here? I don't remember him ever being here.
Yeah, he was here. So if you remember back last summer, there was that handful of people that were found unalive. There was one in Natick, right on the Natick-Framingham line in the section of woods, and JLR went there live.
Yep.
And then there was two in Rhode Island, and then there was another one in Connecticut, and he went there live.
Yep.
And they thought there was a serial killer on the loose. But nothing ever came of that. So I don't know. I mean, maybe.
Nah, they're keeping a lid on it. They don't like using that term
Not
lightly,
here.
so
No way.
they don't want people thinking there's a serial unaliver around here. In my opinion, I believe there's at least one, maybe two.
There could be. No doubt. I mean, we may have to bring Doug here. You may have to come here, Doug. I mean, shit.
Well, Doug's already there.
No, Doug, not Doug. Dog. That would be you. So right now, we just came off of Heartbreak Hill. This is the route, the Boston Marathon, where everybody's jogging. This is the route we're on right now.
Oh, wow.
So we just came to the bottom of Heartbreak Hill. Well, sort of, yeah. We just came to really the bottom of it. So, but yeah, this is the route. This is the route. So, did anybody check in the news at all? Anything new come out about the body? Did they say anything else? I'm just not at the computer, so I can't scan.
Check the news for what, Chris? Which
Anything
body?
else from Arizona on the body at all? Whatever they found or not?
I haven't seen anything, but I've been in chat, so I haven't really been looking either.
Yeah.
I could look.
No, whatever. I'll be home in a few. I just didn't know if anybody looked at all.
I think we're just waiting for you.
Waiting for me for what?
To look it up.
Sure. Let me rush home.
There you go. Well, that's what I'm saying. We're waiting.
I'm on the way home. Stop flopping around. See, guys, I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Hello, Duck. Good to have you in. Yes, they were found, but not by the remains. Marianne. Barney, I am currently a very historical area, but it's struggling against time and money. Well said, Barney. Well said. Duck, hello, says L. Deb, someone was found, hopefully identified for family looking for loved ones. It was said too close to Nancy's place, Santa Cruz Lane. Well said, Deb. Barney says, "Kiddo, keep dad in line." LOL.
Don't tell him what truck. Oh, it's permanent. The bugs, the things. Oh, well, we could show
Eastern. Oh, I truly believe that in Massachusetts. I lived in Connecticut, says Eastern Girl.
Oh, Connecticut. Lovely.
Another one up your guys' neck of the woods.
Yeah, Connecticut's beautiful. I love Connecticut.
Oh, God, yeah, they got some great and unbelievable. What is she making now? Lunch?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I figured you might be getting hungry or something.
No. Eastern Girl says, I believe they may be one in Massachusetts and one in Connecticut.
I think there's one everywhere at least. I mean, I think, I do. I think every state has at least one.
Yeah, I think the national record says that there's at least, I think it's 42 active SKs at all given times across the country.
Yeah. So what do we want to talk about?
Waiting for you to get home?
So you're all waiting on me to get home?
Deb, laughing out loud, go west, young man. Come out here. There's a church on every corner, says Deb.
Yeah. Out west where? Which way? Which?
Well, anywhere west from the East Coast.
Right, but
Sure.
I ain't driving anywhere farther than Worcester. Sorry.
It's the only way to go from Boston. You can't really go east.
You can.
Yeah, you're going to get on a ferry.
You go to Nantasket, my friend. You go to Hull.
Yeah.
That's about it. And then you drive into the ocean.
Then you're in the ocean.
Elle said there's no new information on what they found yet.
Yeah, it's still a little early. So, I mean, they only found it, well, hey, we may not know nothing for months.
Yeah. Please hit the like and subscribe if you haven't, says Elle. Okay, Tusi, have a great day, says Pam.
Yeah, they do it with every school. Oh, golf course. Rayburn.
I wonder if there's been any, comments by authorities to suggest that this is probably not her.
If it's just a bone, how are they going to know? They're not going to know.
Well, I mean, if it's a skeleton, I'm thinking looking at the head, whether it could be a woman's head or a man's head. I don't know how they tell, but I'm sure that they would be able to.
Yeah. That's my problem. I want to know, what did they find? Did they find an arm, a leg? You know what I mean?
Right. Then they tell you they found a pinky toe.
Yeah.
Right?
It was a foot.
Still. I'll take it.
We got a pinky toe.
Yeah. Hopefully they can find something. I mean, like I said, even if it's not Nancy, at least they can bring
somebody's. Yeah.
Somebody maybe. I mean, again, who knows?
Hey, Kiki Khan says Montreal is one church for every strip bar. We have the most churches in Canada.
Nice.
So you go to church, you go out to the strip mall, the strip bar, then you go back to church and ask for forgiveness, and then you go back. Interesting.
Now we're coming to a spot right here that there's two churches across the street from each other. Like, I mean, out one and in the other. It just doesn't make sense sometimes to me. There's one there,
Right.
and they're both, they're both the same. They're both Catholic churches. They just, I don't know. I don't know.
Miss Barney says there's still no updates on the lady in Mississippi either.
Which lady? The
Yep.
drowning lady? Which one?
The one in
Tasia.
Mississippi?
Tasia 14.
Tasia, the one with the tree?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll probably hear nothing about that either. I mean, it's just that we do.
Eastern Girl says, I was born in Milford, Massachusetts, and my family is in Lowell, Massachusetts, and Woonsocket, Rhode Island. Interesting.
Pretty close. Yeah, I'm about an hour from Lowell. I'm actually closer to Lowell than Chris is.
This is a good one here, guys. Doug says, fighting Nancy Guthrie would imply Pima County Sheriff's Department is looking.
Exactly.
Welcome back, Carol. Pam, I agree. Jody Wu. Good morning, Jody. Carol, thanks. That's funny. Nanos. Let's play Nanos again. We know what we know, but we don't know what you know, so we need to know so that we know. The Nanos effect.
The Nanos effect.
Wow. When you got something like that going on, you know your department's in trouble. Good morning, Jody. Barney says many places here have churches on the four corner sections. One church on each corner. Wow. Doug says Rhode Island has the Captain Daughter Hoppy beer, not sold anywhere else. Sad face. Pam says, hey, Jody, Carolina, all I've seen about the lady in Mississippi is that her partner is a suspect, right? Her partner is a suspect. Jody Wu says, hi, Pam. So has anybody heard of is there still any lawsuits going on by the streamers at all or not?
Like the streamers pressing?
Yeah, the ones who are arrested illegally.
I'm not sure what they're doing. I would imagine they're going to be doing some kind of civil suit, but probably told not to talk about it.
Got you.
That's what I would advise if I was their lawyer. Hell, I think she's referring to Tasia Fortune, the lady in Mississippi.
Yes, Doug. See, it says, yeah, Duck says, was DA Juice dismissed? Yes, it was. Hell, Juice said he plans to bring a civil lawsuit yesterday. I don't know about the others. Thank you, L. Duck, yes, Jody Wu. Civil cases are being prepared. Well, that's great because now, it'll definitely send a message to the sheriff's department without a doubt. Okay, Doug. Thank you, Carolina girl. Oh, the only I've heard anything about one the kids found in a tree. Yeah, that's the one.
Yep.
That would be the one. Eastern Girl says they are at court today, I think, but I'm not exactly sure. I think Juice is at court today. Song says, have we talked about the possibility that her death was caused accidentally and everything we've seen, including Porch Guy, is a cover-up? If they were trying to protect someone, we would be. We would who would be? Who would it be? Says Barney. Who would it be? I would like to know who had Tassiasa's kids and why no one had reported her as missing. It's interesting. Jody, woo, court was yesterday. And yes, his charges were dropped. So who's all left on the court docket? Is that Alex?
And Juanita, I think.
Alex and Juanita, and what are they both being charged with? Obstruction and what?
I can't even remember now.
Gotcha.
I think they got dropped down to misdemeanors though from felonies, or did they go the other way? Juanita's went from a misdemeanor to a felony, but
Right.
Alex went from a felony to a misdemeanor.
And what was it?
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, what was Juanita's that went from a misdemeanor to a felony? What did they say she did that made it into a felony?
That was the night of the pizza party in front of Nancy's house, and she was
Right.
parked on the side of the road, and she refused to move her car.
Oh, she did refuse to move it?
Yeah, it took them like over an hour to get her to move her car because
Interesting.
she was standing up for her rights, and they didn't like it. So it originally was cited as a misdemeanor, but then got moved to a felony.
That makes sense. Okay, I can see that.
But it'll probably also be dropped.
Oh, I'm sure. The last thing they need is this type of negative attention, you know?
Right.
Click that likes, everybody. Click that likes. Do me that favor. Let's get those algorithms going. Thumbs up, everybody. Let's make it happen.
He's looking for the link again.
I see it.
Oh,
I
man.
see it, Cristova. I'm going to come in.
Did we let him back in, people? What do you think?
Should we let Chris back in? Okay.
All right.
All right. Alex still has charges. The public urination one, I think. No problem. Eastern. Chris McLaughlin, link, please. Yes, Duck, most likely and unfortunately, in my opinion. Yeah, that's the thing, man. I mean, and then we know that Carlos guy is doing it, right?
Yes.
Okay. How about
what did I just hear?
How about Luke Daly? Has anybody heard anything on that?
He goes to court soon.
But I mean, has anybody heard whether he's going to file a lawsuit as well, like Carlos?
He said he was in the interview, but that doesn't mean that he's going to.
True.
I don't know, but he's going to his trial starts soon.
Does it?
Yep. Real soon. I think next week. This week, Tuesday.
On the what charge?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
The weapons charges, I believe.
The weapon charges? Okay. That would make sense. How in the hell are you going to plead not guilty on that if you had weapons in the vehicle and they charge you with it?
He would probably say that they were lawful. They were all registered to his mother, but they shouldn't have been in his possession.
That's correct. That's what I'm saying. He's a felon.
Yeah.
So you can't have any weapons in your name, and you can't have any weapons in your possession anywhere around you. So even if when he lived with his mom could not have weapons because he was living there.
So that means Thank you, Marianne. I appreciate somebody stuck up for me. Anyways, you might want to read that last chat or the one before the last one from Marianne.
All right. She also had a handicap parking in her windshield that may help her. Laughing out loud, L. Song. See, you were thinking something bad. So, can you imagine all the hikers that should be ticketed for peeing in a porta potty tent? Marianne, yes, stop being mean to Chris. Is that the one?
That's the one. You can stop reading right there.
That's my favorite photo. I love that one.
Oh, I love it. That is my favorite.
Well,
Deb says, wow, did you see all those no parking signs being removed and moved? Don't know what they are doing.
But they put more down.
More no stop parking?
They knew the streamers were coming back. That's why they put up.
Here's the thing. JLR talked to the guy. He was able to talk to the guy for a few minutes. And then the guy got nervous because he was videoing. But the guy said it's private. It's not from the Pima police. It's from a private person. How the hell do you do that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I
could go out and order no parking signs and put them in front of my house.
That is true. I can see
park in front of my house. Anyway.
I can see if it was a gate. They were better off doing a gated community.
Well, yeah.
I'm serious. Gated community, close up both sides, and you got to have something to get in. If they all agreed on it, they could do that. That'd be more simpler.
Exactly.
Can they do it? Can they do it now with all the there's multiple exits from there, right?
Right.
Do they just end the streets and just make them like dead
ends?
Community,
have the things cross over. You do your putting thing, and it would come down to the house of what's her name, Sue Ellen. It'd come down to having a meeting and taking a whatever type of vote they normally take for that. But they could do that. That'd be the easiest way if they really wanted to go that route.
Yep.
Because putting up signs don't mean a hell of beans if it ain't coming from authority.
But then what do you do about the people that aren't part of the HOA? Like Nancy, she wasn't part of the HOA, but she.
I'm not sure if they could. I don't think anybody would take it to court. I honestly think that if they did that, I think people who live there would get on board. Because then they'd feel a little bit more safer. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I think they would get on board, and that could be literally the X factor in what they're, for a better lack of words, complaining about, the people that live there.
Yeah.
So they'd have to take a collection or something amongst all the people, or some type of, not collection, but some type of tax to raise that money to put those security, gates, make them active and put them all installed in the whole 9 yards.
I think most people would willingly donate the money.
No doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind. I mean, if it's really that bad that they can't stand it, well, then damn, there's your out,
Yep. Not all. I'm saying most of the people.
Right. Probably. Right. Absolutely. But I mean, if that's the issue, you can fix that in a heartbeat. You can fix that, and then you don't have to worry about anything. But until they do that, it's not happening. Can you imagine all the hikers that would be ticketed for peeing in the porta potty? Debbie, wow, did you see all those no parking signs? Carol, I smashed the like button. Sorry, DD, laughing out loud. You are good. Marianne, LD has court on the 18th. All right, right around the corner. Right around the corner. Exactly, dog. No weapons.
Tuesday, right? Yeah. Tuesday 18th, yeah.
April, LD talk. Taking charges could be dropped, though. LD talk charges could be really.
How would they be? Not if he's an ex-con with weapons.
Yeah,
They
if he's
can't be dropped.
yeah, because I mean, unless they work out a plea deal.
Well, wouldn't he go right to jail though? If you're an ex-con with a weapon, wouldn't you just go back?
Well, you got to go to he could. I mean, you know what's that old saying? I mean, you can argue anything.
But was he on probation though, or no?
Well, he's a felon. He can't have weapons in his possession, even if they're not registered to him. Doesn't matter.
No, I know that, but if he's not on probation, that's just like a new charge. So you have to go through the process. But if he was on probation, he'd already be in jail.
Oh, he would have been sent back ASAP.
Well, he was even being watched. They were watching him already.
Yeah. But that's interesting, April, because I wonder how the only way I could see them dropping some of these charges if he gave up information.
Hey, you never know. These days, you never freaking know.
Well, here's the thing. We let's just be honest. You know, he's not been the talk of people's, you know, opinions on where they see him fit in the puzzle.
Now, he's high on your guys' list, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So
not mine. But.
No, Doug, can you tell me why he's on your list so high?
Because I don't think that people say the things that he said on the interview with Brianna Whitney when he was trying to defend himself. I don't think that now here lately we've we were able to find out the when he wrecked his car, how it was like 4 days prior to Nancy being abducted. No one could find where was the case number to that accident, accident number. That all has come out now, and it was 4 days prior to Nancy being abducted, or whatever you want to call it. And so it did look like somebody who would have been in an accident because he totaled his vehicle. The vehicle was totaled. It's and there is an accident number. I look at that as in that could have been a part where he hurt his hand. Maybe that's why the porch guy's hand was so not well operated, why he couldn't use it, why he kept it up, that was another thing. The relationship he has with KD, and KD was arrested, and then the very next day, KD LD was then served a search warrant. He had stated a couple of lies in that interview with Brianna Whitney, along with his mom has stated a couple of, I'll just say, untruths in that interview. I don't think it's by accident that they ended up serving him a search warrant. I think there was some information there that just maybe wasn't the X factor body, let's say, or whatever, the golden nugget that when they searched, they would have found. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I think there's multiple reasons. And I've always felt that from day one, he was literally, not that he was the mastermind by no means, but he definitely fits that profile of the guy playing the role on the porch, in my opinion. Then the fact that then you look at the fact that he went ahead and when he was talking in that interview, he tried to cover up he came in there clean shaven, like a Boy Scout little boy. He came in there with all his everything clothed up, like he didn't want anybody to see any of that tattoo. I mean, a lot of this is just circumstantial, but I think when you add a lot of this all together, you could make a hypothesis that he is definitely someone who I think needs to be talked to by. And I'm not saying he did anything. I'm saying I think he could be somebody that I would be talking to him again if, in fact, I was an investigator. so much more things have been learned since the beginning, and I thought this from the beginning. So, yeah, I think I can go ahead and make a compelling case as far as circumstantial, nothing with evidence, just that when I say a person of interest, just that the FBI might want to talk to him again. He would be somebody I definitely want to talk to again, maybe in a different tactic when we talk, So, yeah, for all those reasons, I think he is definitely is up there on my list. He's that, for me, he's always been that number one person, person of interest. And then of course, AT and DC have always been right there together with him. So they all mesh together in some way, in my opinion. Those are my thoughts.
Did you get an update on the daycare thing at all?
Daycare, no.
Did we talk about that?
Yeah. There was another that someone else did end up becoming unalive.
Well, no, I know, but what I got here is about one of the parents that went to the daycare with her kid. Said that about 2 weeks ago, she received a notice from the owner, the lady, that owner intended to close due to relationship troubles with her husband.
Oh, I see.
So they were closed. She was going to close the daycare. Obviously, she couldn't keep people safe if they're having a relationship. You know what I'm saying? So there goes your daycare. So there was definitely some issue. So that's a quick update on that. Don't know what that is.
Dab, he'd have to go ahead and he'd have to petition to get his gun rights back. He'd have to go in front of, for a better lack of words, a hearing, a board, or whatnot, and they'd have to determine whether he rates to get it back. But that's pretty standard. If you have a felony, you cannot own a weapon. So he would have to contest that, get a lawyer, and see if, in fact, what they could do as far as do that. They've tried it with other people in the past. So, yeah, it just really depends on how good of an attorney he has and how much money he's willing to spend to go ahead and have them overturn that or say, yeah, he's paid his dues. He should be able to get it back, that type of thing. But with his criminal record, there ain't no way in hell he's going to get it back.
No, so, and now with all this on top of it too,
yeah, no way.
You are not getting nothing back.
Nope. Pam, he also can't go visit a family member or friend's house that's exactly right. So technically, he should not even be living with his mom, because if those pews are registered in her name, guess what? He can't be there. So either she's got to get rid of those pews out of that house, or he has to move. It's one of those two. Barney says, or house rules, if you dish it out, you eat it too. Song, good point. But I like Alex likes to play around, took the tent out last night. He's a jokester, and some people can't take it that way. I don't think he ever actually urinated ever laughing out loud. Yeah.
But it don't matter anyways. That's what it's for.
Right.
So you're in private. That's why they sell them.
Right.
But I don't believe that he urinated in that cup that he, went to throw in the ground, because nothing came out of it. So, but it is what it is. And even if he did, throwing it on the ground, yeah, you wouldn't want to do that on camera, obviously. But having a pee tent, I'm okay with that. If you're working somewhere that doesn't have an outhouse, which I've been to many, yeah, I would love to have a pee tent. Go in it, pee, be done. What's the big deal? Unbelievable. Well, you know what? You know what else it brings me to is, what about the 700,000 times you're driving down the highway and on the right-hand side of the highway, there's a guy peeing or a lady peeing in the, just in the crest of the woods.
I've
When
done
you
it
gotta
several
go, you
times.
gotta go.
I've done it many times.
But I understand why they would be complaining because it's right outside their house. But I mean,
but it's the same thing. When you gotta go, you gotta go. I mean,
you gotta go.
You know.
And these days, when I gotta go, I gotta go.
No doubt, no doubt.
Oh, great picture.
Deb, the sign makes no sense. Barney, good rule. April, HOA is in Nano back pocket. They can do what they want with his approach. Good point, April. Good point. April, I agree. April, that's what I'm saying. Plea deal for reduced sentence. Yeah, I could see that. If they come forward, without a doubt. That's very, very possible. But you never answered when I said why I thought LD was on my top. What did you think? Because you asked me, Chris.
Yeah, no, I really never. I think whatever it sounds, whatever. I just didn't know why, because I didn't really. He has not even really crossed my mind too much. I really didn't even focus on him.
Gotcha.
And I have no reason why either. I just never did. I know about the car accident and all that stuff. And then the car was in the driveway under a top. And then, what was it? A couple days later, the car was gone.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, at this point, anything could be
sure.
Possible.
I agree.
I just didn't know why it was on yours or Doug's mind, and I know some of the other people too were like, "Oh no, Luke Daly, he's definitely on the list." I put Colella above him.
Yeah.
And then again, we'll see. I mean, I am certainly. What am I saying? I'm waiting to find out everything about Colella. What was going on there? Because at some point we're gonna know that he flipped. At some point you're gonna know it.
Right.
I mean, it might not be for a while, but you're gonna know it.
Well, I'm thinking on the 18th we're gonna see where this is going with Luke, because if you got to, even if they when it goes to trial, at that very end, he has that last kind of when all the evidence is presented, he has that last decision to make. Okay, his lawyer will come in and say to the prosecutor, "Let's make a deal. What can you give me?" And then that's where it begins. So it may not happen at the beginning of the trial, but it could be towards the very end of the trial where they say, "Let's work out a deal. What do you give me?" And go from there.
Yeah, and all I know too is that JLR and them were thinking about another trip to Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he said he would rather stay here for the Luke Daly trial, whatever they're going to have.
Right.
So he may go there for that. So we'll see. But I mean, that would be cool. I mean, if he can get in, I'm sure he would get in, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. But DD Chris, has anyone speculated on what the sealed indictment alleges? I don't know, but I do know that when they seal it, sometimes it's, what he was pleading out for, which would not be our information yet.
Right.
It's sealed, so I don't think it'll ever be, unless it gets leaked somehow. And then, I don't know. If it's sealed, it's, probably what he made the deal for to get what he's gotten. And then, just stuff that they don't want us to know. Hey, did you know any of these guys? Oh, yeah. Hey, he may not know. He may have turned already. And, it was a good point that I heard yesterday. If just say he did turn and he's like, oh, yeah, it was so-and-so. we got to remember something, and I know we know about it, but we got to remember something. Whatever evidence that they claim they found at Nancy's house,
right?
You can pretty much throw all that stuff away because of the lack of securing that scene. That evidence gets tossed. A good lawyer is going to the good lawyer is going to come in and be like, listen, there was 50 people that walked over all this stuff, and we don't know who's been to her house and blah 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 blah, and that stuff's gone just because of the screw up from the beginning, right? And then the only thing that stands out to me, and I want to know what they took from Annie and Tommaso's and what the hell they found in that car. To keep that car for 42 days. Listen, I can take the interior, I could take the dashboard and all the computer stuff, the steering wheel in. If I did it correct, I could do it all in a day. I could have the car in pieces in a day. It's only seats, the carpet, and the center console, and the dashboard would be the hottest. But I couldn't explain why they would want to take the dashboard out. I mean, that would be excessive to me because, that would be like, what the hell is going on? Unless you stuffed something up in the dashboard.
Mm-hmm.
But 42 days, something's wrong there. Something's up there because, hey, look when you take your car to get an actual professional detail, and they do it in a few hours one day, your seats are out. Some of them take the center console out so they can get into all the nooks and crannies, but they do all that in a day. You know what I'm saying? Like in a few hours. You don't need a car for 42 days. Luminol, if there's blood anywhere in that car, you're going to know immediately. I mean, you're going to know within a couple hours. It just doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like 42 days. I'll even make it, I'm going to even cut it down to 30 days because there's travel time, bringing the vehicle somewhere, bringing it away. And again, and I don't know for sure. I don't know if it went to the local PD, to a place that they chose or were using. Like, I don't know if the FBI in where's their FBI location is where?
Phoenix.
I mean, do they have that facility there? Do they have the garage there where they can take all that stuff apart? I don't know. Probably. But 42 days? Nah, it just doesn't make sense. And then having to send the damn car to a dealer to put it back together? That tells you that, something don't add up there. Anyways. But, a lot of this evidence is done. It's going to be gone. It's like, so now what do you got to do? Now you really, really have to come up with actual evidence that's going to stand up in court. So you can't be like, yeah, well, Colella said it was this guy. Okay, can you prove it was him? Well, we have this evidence from Nancy's house. No, I'm sorry. That's all gone. You can't use that. You can't use it. So now you got to really dig. Now what do they look for? You know what I'm saying? They got to go beyond her house and be like, can we find anything on his credit cards? Can we find anything, anywhere? You know what I mean? And it's like, and something, when they were first talking about finding the backpack and okay, it looks like it's this brand, and they narrowed that brand right down. Definitely, I'm going 90%. That's the correct backpack. I'm not going 100%. But, sure, they're not selling a whole shit ton of those backpacks at Walmart's. I mean, but you could nail that down from Walmart, and they come up with nothing. And it's just, there's just so, It's just crazy, man. It's just
Right.
it's crazy. And again, we don't even know if this is all true. Like, really, I mean, can anybody tell me that they had the car for 42 days and were tearing it apart? I don't know. How do I know? They tell us whatever they want, and we just have to believe it. You know. So
Yep.
again, I mean, that's who knows. I don't know.
I think that they would have to find, like I said before, we know that there's A&T's was crime scene number 1, Nancy's would be crime scene number 2, crime scene number 3 would be a car, and then wherever she was taken would be crime scene number 4, and then wherever she was left would be 5. So,
well, that's the thing too. Like, let's say let's say they didn't park in front of the house, right? Let's say they parked around the corner. Over by, the house that's directly behind her, up on the hill a little bit. Maybe they parked around the corner over there by that, so the car wasn't right in front of her house, or the truck, or whatever, right? So then if you're carrying her, rolling her, dragging her, whatever the hell you're doing, that entire area is a crime scene.
Yeah.
Right? So, it's just, there's so much to it. And you're right, April. There is so many freaking players in this. Every single person that we've connected with this family or anything. Now, again, this is if it has anything to do with family. But every person that we've mentioned, found, connected is, in my eyes, is a suspect until they can tell us they're not. I mean, I don't know if they're all suspects, but I mean, they're all in the circle, I guess we'll say. The inner circle of everything.
That is true.
Yes, it is.
I would just, God, it gives me a headache sometimes just to, think about everything, like we said yesterday, all the hours that have been put into this. And we can honestly, without a doubt, sit here right now like we are and say, what do we know? And it brings me back to my same point. There was a guy on the porch and she is missing. And that's it. There's nothing else. There's no other evidence to tell us that she was kidnapped, unalived. There's nothing. Zero. Which it doesn't, if you really think about it, do you guys know anything else other than those two things?
The ransom notes, if you believe those are true.
I mean, again, the first two I would think were real just because they were completely written different ways.
Mm-hmm.
And, again, the first ones were sent, the first things were sent to the two news places, right? And, again, sent to them under their encrypted, tip line. But, I've had to go back and forth with a few people on this, even though it's an encrypted tip line. Oh, it can't be traced. That's crap because the military can trace that. The FBI, they can break it. The FBI can't right away. They have to go to court and get a court order to trace those emails. And I was fighting with people. And then finally, Army vet jumped on and explained it. The military can uncrypt anything they want. So they know where those came from if they allowed the military to trace them. Or if the FBI got a warrant to trace them, they can do that. So if that's the case, they know where they came from. And we don't know, right? And the other ones came to TMZ via email too, right?
Yep.
So they can trace that too. And they know where they came from. So, hello. And if you think that they didn't, then I think if we all say, well, I doubt it, then we're all crazy, because that would just tell them what they need. I mean, could it be a bogus whatever? Maybe, but they're going to trace it all the way back to that IP address, and they can find out where the IP addresses were. I mean, you can have my IP address right now, but in 20 minutes, it won't work for you for my stuff. Most people think when somebody gets your IP address, they're changing a little bit here and there. If you have software for it, my IP address refreshes every half hour. So if you want my IP address right now, that's fine. You won't get anything because it changes again and then it doesn't work. So, and I don't think a lot of people know that it's out there that you can do that. And, I don't know. Doug, do you use a VPN?
I do not use a VPN.
All of you should use a VPN.
Yeah. And what you're talking about is called a static IP.
Yes. And all you got to do is, and this is the other thing, and this is why I hate these freaking companies. Whoever you use for your internet, your cable, or whatever, all you got to do is ask about it. Oh, do you guys offer this? Yep. Oh, I didn't know that. I mean, they don't let you know these things unless you ask. So, but yeah, VPNs are where it is, because, sends it throughout the world.
Yep.
So, but yeah, it's driving me crazy with this case.
They are traceable. I think it would take them a long time to trace them. I don't think it's something they're going to do like overnight. It would be something that it would be a very detailed investigation.
Yeah, it could be days, it could be weeks, but they would find it. And that's the same, with the Bitcoin. Now, like if you listened to the interview room when his brother was there explaining the Bitcoin, when the money gets deposited into that Bitcoin address, whatever the number is that they sent to them, when they put the money into that account, right, the money can stay there and you can spend the money out of that account, and that is not traceable. You cannot trace if it stays in that address that they gave to you. Once you take the money out, then is when the tracing starts. But as long as you spend it out of that account, it can't be traced.
Right. It has to be turned into cash to trace it.
Exactly. So, from the beginning, when I heard that, then I'm saying to myself, I'm like, well, Jesus Christ, if he takes the money out of there, they're going to be able to trace him. So why would you take the money out of there? You probably either you wouldn't, or that was just bogus to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't touch the money then.
Right.
So what good did that asking you for a ransom do? Nothing. You're either going to just keep it in there and keep spending it out of there, but again, what are you spending it on though? Right? I mean, well, hey, I wonder if they can tell. No, they can't. They can't trace it out of there, so they wouldn't know. So, which blows my mind, because now that people know that, all you got to do is say, yeah, we have your so-and-so, we want 1 million, whatever. We want, 10 Bitcoins. Put it in there and you can have her back. Great. All right. Now there's 10 Bitcoins sitting in that account that they can spend out of there on whatever they want. So you're telling people, yeah, do it this way. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the things, like, and this happens all the time. We don't want people to do certain stuff, but for some reason, we always give out the best way to do it. You know what I mean? Like the Bitcoin thing. You just told everybody how to do things. Okay.
That's true.
Dog, I've kidnapped your cat. He won't be on your table anymore, but your wife wants him back. So I want a Bitcoin. Put it in the account. Bang, I'm spending it right out of there. Here's your cat.
I'll give you 2 Bitcoins to keep him.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, we're telling people how to do things. And, you know, and it's not just law enforcement and the people explaining it. We're helping too by saying, well, this is how you do it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
So, you know, I'm surprised that this was the first time that we've ever heard of something like that. You know, because, you know, unless the people are just stupid, which could be possible, you know, somebody dug in to find out about it first. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Or they were just stupid enough because you can't move the money or they're going to find you. So, you know, it's just like all this stuff with this case, with a few of the cases, just doesn't add up. It just doesn't add all the way up. And, you know, again, we're still at the same damn place. And you know, this is why unfortunately, it's turning me away is the problem, right? I mean, we want it solved. We want to know, but it's just like this whole thing is just turning me away. Like, I'm so tired of it. You know, last week, I'm like, everybody is talking Nancy, and I'm like, I'm just, blah, blah, blah. I was just sitting back determining, do I want to take a break with the channels for a while? Because I'm really getting frustrated having to talk about Nancy and the same stuff every day. And,
Nancy fatigue, yes.
Yeah, and I do have Nancy's fatigue, and you know, but again, if I don't do Nancy's fatigue, I won't be able to see, you know, Dog every day, and then I'd be miserable. And
you read my mind, my friend. You read my mind.
You know, I'd be here like in, you know, just I'd be shedding tears all day long, and I'd shake, and I'd have to have like 7 or 8 coffees, and. But I mean,
we talk about other things too, though, so that's what.
No, that's the good thing, right? I mean, and then when something pops of, you know, Nancy, like last night, hey, they found a bone. You know, it's wide open again. You know what I mean? And now, you know, I think now with, you know, a majority of the streamers being back together again in the area, you know, I think it'll, you know, be refreshing for some new stuff. But, you know, again, you know, what are they gonna do to accept, you know, peaceful protest at the police, at the sheriff's office? But, you know, I think if they're gonna protest, I think they really need to protest, stand up, carry signs, do something, walk a line in the parking lot, you know, make noise. It's a public place. You're allowed to protest there. They can't remove you.
Right.
So, you know, and I think, you know, I wouldn't say, all right, let's have 10,000 people come down to the sheriff's office. Then we're talking a problem, you know?
Right.
But like, you know, if they have, you know, 10, 20 people there, just, you know, even out in the sidewalk, you know what I mean?
Right.
Out in the sidewalk with signs and shit, waving at people driving by. Hey, you know, look at this piece of shit, sheriff, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Maybe, you know, maybe something. I don't know really what's going to happen. Probably nothing, but maybe that's the way to help them get rid of nanos. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, more people seeing it. Did you hear JLR last night? He talked to 5 residents yesterday.
I heard it. I heard him
with
talk
a grain of salt, and not one of them knew who she was. Who's that? I never even heard of that. Blah, 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 blah. You know, I believe it, but then I have a hard time believing it, because if you're a resident of Pima County, if you haven't heard of the streamers and everything going down, you know, in the beginning, I find that hard to believe, because the news was covering it the first couple of weeks and then it went away. But yeah, 5 people that didn't know. Now, when they went to Phoenix, where was the college they went to? Arizona State? Is that what it is?
Arizona.
Is that in Phoenix?
Yes.
Yeah. When they went there, they went to the mall, then they went over by the court, and they started asking people around there, "What do you think about Nancy Guthrie?" Who? Who's that? I didn't even hear about it. It shocked the shit out of me. Like, what's Phoenix? How far is Phoenix from there? Half hour? 45 minutes? Or I mean, I don't even know.
I think it's a little bit further, but not that much further, but a little bit.
So, I mean, you're talking, even if it's 2 hours away, nobody's heard anything about that? Blew my mind. I was like, get out of here. There's no possible way. And these people are like, yeah, I don't, who's that? You don't know Savannah Guthrie? No. Okay.
I think it's almost 3 hours because that's how long it takes for Sleuth to get from Phoenix to Tucson.
Okay, yeah. So even look at even 5 or 6 hours.
You should still hear something.
You should still hear a little something, but it was like they didn't know anything. Could they be bullshitting? Yeah, because they didn't want to talk to anybody. But some of the people were legit and just stood there and talked to them like, I've never even heard of this lady. I don't know who she is. What happened? And then they're like, oh my God, really? Just like, what? Yeah, I mean, basically, I mean, I don't know. Even that's crazy to me, It's just, yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Click that like, everybody. Click that like. Give
I
that
gave
thumbs
you a
up.
thumbs down, so I don't know.
And
for your mouth earlier.
Share the stream, everybody.
I gave you a thumbs down. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
on the RN rabbit hole again. But he did do a video the other day, like 2 days ago. He did another live.
Sorry, I can't.
People were asking about him.
Yeah, I can't with that guy. He drives me crazy. Really does. But yeah, no, I'm flushing through. I saw some Nolan Wells stuff. Oh, are they there? Oh, they're in Arizona. Pack with us for Tucson. Cases and Conversations, Michelle and them. I think they're in Arizona already, or are they going?
They were going. I read that yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh no, they're not. They're not there yet. They're still at home.
Yeah, they were going to be going this coming up mid-October, I think, somewhere.
Hold on. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, yes, I can. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to share this for just a couple.
April, please hit that like for DD. Thanks for being here. Dev, in Florida, they put out missing persons alerts all the time.
That's what I'm saying. There isn't even
nothing here.
There's not even an effing sign. There's nothing. Missing cat, missing dog. There is an 84-year-old lady missing. Oh yeah. Not a sign, not nothing. They eventually, how many billboards did they put up? A couple, 2, 3, maybe, even that. I don't even think they had that many up, but I know there was at least 1 or 2. Yeah. So, Dog, throw this up.
There it is.
It's Cases and Conversations, real quick.
I don't see Shippy doing anything more.
Yeah, he was on last night.
I don't see you guys, do you? Oh, there we go. Here it comes.
Okay, sorry about that. So, anyways, I thought you all were probably wondering why I'm just sitting here not saying anything, just staring at the screen because I was watching the video intensely. Okay. Anyways, here is looking. This is
Who is this person? Hold on.
Probably shouldn't be. Oh my God! You guys see that right there?
Oh wow, Michelle.
That's
creepy.
Is that a balaclava?
Oh my God! Do you guys see that?
I don't know.
Is that just me?
That's crazy.
What is it?
Yeah. Wow.
I think it's a mask, a balaclava mask.
I don't know
Oh.
what to do.
Is that what I'm looking at?
Creepy. Thank you
do I
for
do?
sharing this,
That's what it
Brenda.
looked like.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. Bringing a box of gloves.
I'm a
Oh
little.
my
yeah.
god! Like,
Just in
yeah.
case. I don't know.
We could also stop at like the Walgreens over there.
I'm good. This is. I can walk through here. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. No.
What the hell's he saying? Who's he talking to?
Will do. All right. Thank you.
Oh,
So
flashlight.
this was behind Annie and
Look
Tommaso's
at all
house.
this stuff.
That this was a wash of Nick Aldinger behind Annie and
Mhm.
Tommaso's house, and he found like a ski mask. What is this? Like a ski mask or a hat? Like a beanie?
Yeah, so I think it's a beanie that's worn. Hold on, let's try and like get to a good frame of it.
A beanie?
Nope.
Oh yeah, Brenda said yes. Is this private property? Are you able to walk back there, Brenda? Do you know?
It sounds like it's not based on what that guy just said to him.
Oh yeah, Brenda, will you drop the link for this channel just so we can ensure we're giving him proper credits?
Thank you, Brenda. That would be
Said he
Isn't
gets
that-
Thank you
alerted
so
on
much.
Claw.
That's Nick, right?
I think that's what they just said. Yeah.
Yeah, Nick RPG.
Well,
I remember because
all
of his
right, thank
car.
Oh, we are 80K. I think I'm gonna bring a shell. Max is bringing a rock for the banner.
No, for the rock garden.
All this stuff.
Yeah, but it's by the banner. They said for the
Oh, yeah.
banner. But
Should I? I don't know.
Okay, here it is, you guys. So this is a mask. It looks like a beanie with maybe the face cut out, like a baklava type situation. I don't know.
baklava is fish in Italian.
Oh, balaclava. I mean,
Okay.
Do you see a face cut out? there?
baklava.
Right here, Chris.
Thank
I
you,
mean,
Brenda.
I can't
Here.
see him.
Brenda.
Right here.
Most washes are not private.
This right
okay,
here?
so most washes are not private, Robbie Dawn says. So we'll try and explore some if we can.
Hey, Jody.
You see that?
Yeah, definitely.
I
It
can't
looks
see
like a
your
phone too.
Is it a pastry? Yeah, I think there is. It's a pastry as well, but like if I hear like, oh, baklava, like I think of seafood.
I think it's a like Turkish, like
Danish.
Mediterranean. I don't know. It's actually
It was 81, I think it said.
Oh, and he touched it.
We're gonna need a full hazmat suit. Can
Yeah.
you see us? I'll need to get the pants is hemmed.
I actually have worn one of those one time during COVID.
Why am I not surprised?
I'll send the video.
Well, that looks just like
yeah,
a
so it looks
beanie,
like it
though,
is
right?
just a hat.
That's just a Benny.
It actually doesn't
Yeah.
look that heavyweight, so
Nope.
it doesn't look to be
Oh, don't
too
touch it.
crazy.
Gross.
But it does look
Wait.
like there's a cut out of it, so that is odd.
It does.
No.
Like maybe
It's just
That's
the
big. You
rotten
could pull
hole.
it over your face, I think, right?
that's what I'm saying. It looks long. I get like it could be a beanie, but like if you stretch a beanie down, a beanie could cover a face as well.
You pull that down. Oh,
Yeah, the only problem is that beanie wouldn't stay down.
Probably lice.
No, that's not one.
it is crazy. Like we
You're
don't
not
have
pulling
any
You can pull it down, but it's going to go right back up.
Yeah.
washes.
I mean, it's not going to cover your neck like the balaclava.
No,
No, the
no,
other night,
not
I
at
didn't
all.
wear it. I slept right through
You'd
it.
have to tape that some
His
son
head
of
was
a
quite
pretty
big.
tight around your neck.
That is also true. You would have to have pulled that down really
Put
Yeah,
it back
Doc.
in the. Put it back to the
Yeah.
rocks and move on.
in a way.
Wow, what is that? Oh, it's a suitcase.
Yeah. Okay, well, do you want to keep watching or do you want to?
No.
We can always circle back. So
Mm.
Don't touch it though. Gross.
Gross.
I mean, you could have washed it with Dawn soap and then used it.
Nah.
Oh, I'm just saying you can wash anything with Dawn soap.
Oh yeah, no, I know you can.
Anything. Oh Lord. Did he have flags to mark the spot? I'm not sure. But didn't they say he may have 2 masks on? Yeah, just that one's going to go too far high up the head. And it's just going to cause more. It's going to be way more of a inconvenience.
Stretch it out, dog.
Oh Lord, it's not staying down. Man unalives himself trying to keep Mass down with duct tape around his neck. Oh Lord. Oh Lord of mercy.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm trying to scrub through the updated.
Hello, Sabby. Good to have you. Welcome in.
Who?
Sabby Gamer.
Oh, I thought you said Sebi. I was like, I know a Sebi. What? Terrifying spear welding man lunges at California cops. We feel shot right now. That's nice. There was another 2 guys from California. I'm trying to find the article itself, but they were busted and they're going to be in court soon for kidnapping. Another kidnapping.
Interesting.
It happens more than we think because you never really hear about it.
Well, you hear one does it, and then if they half decently don't get caught, and then everybody does it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I mean, well, kidnappings are different than a kidnapping for ransom. So,
yep.
A kidnapping is simply you have somebody in your car, you lock them in, and you don't let them out. That is kidnapping. Kidnapping for ransom is the one that doesn't happen all the time. Kidnappings happen all the time.
Listen, I'll give you money if you drive down here and kidnap my 2 kids. Well, 2 of my 5. Shit. I'll even pay their room and board. All you got to do is just say,
and I'll give you a meal plan.
Damn.
Kids are tough. I don't think you could pay me enough.
No doubt, man.
They're good.
You end up doing that. You end up doing that, and you be broke.
Yeah, right.
Look at this. Now where did it? See, I hate this. The shit comes up and then disappears. Whatever. Now I can't see it again. Whatever. So a search warrant led police to 16 children.
Click that like, everybody. Click that like and subscribe. Share the stream. Click the thumbs up.
Oh. See, that's what everybody should do. Derry, Pittsburgh. In Derry, is there a Derry, Pittsburgh? There must be because it's Pittsburgh News. Area school district adds 6 weapon detection systems, preventative rather than reactionary. See, that's smart.
Yep.
Smart. And you know what I've always said, like, I don't know how all other, school districts are and all over the place, but here in Newton, you can't access any school. The doors are locked. You have to be buzzed in. They have some special security glass on the doors, and on any first floor window.
Yep.
They came to. I used to go to all the board meetings and stuff, but I said no. I said dog needs me. No, I said dog needs me. I can't.
I thought you said you got old. My bad.
No, I mean I actually got really frustrated. Those drive me crazy. But yeah, they came and they were like, "Yeah, we need a couple $1 million here and there for." And it was funny. That wasn't funny, but everything usually takes 14 meetings, 763,000 votes, one person to say no, and then it's got to go to the state Supreme Court and up to the president. The guy stands up. He's like, yeah, we need, I think it was like $2.5 million for security for the schools. It was voted in 5 minutes, not even. Yep, here you go. Have it. It's all yours. Great. But then the one thing that made me really, really mad about this city, we have 3 schools that have copper in the water.
Right.
And they know what the cause of it is. It's the old piping throughout all those. I forget. I think it was either 3 or 4. I think schools, and it's in each different district. So they would have to dig up streets and sidewalks and all kinds of stuff to get everything fixed and replaced because they're really, really old. No, they voted no. We'll just keep the copper. We'll let the kids keep dropping. So you know what they did? They closed every water fountain in the school. So they didn't drink water, and they have to bring their own, which is fine. But are you serious, dude? Are you serious? They even had 2 construction companies that were willing to do the jobs for half the price. And they still said no. Blows my mind. And of course, until one of their kids gets too much copper in their system, and then they're like, oh my God, what happened? And then they'll do it.
And you're talking about the state that's number 1 in the country. Massachusetts. As far as education goes, what happened? Chris is muted, or I'm lagging, I'm not sure.
PA schools are like fend for yourself. 30 years of their crap. They just put money in their pockets. To hell with the kids. Well said, April. Well said.
Chris, you're muted. He just keeps talking.
Is he still talking?
I can't see him anymore. His camera went off. He was, though, for a minute.
He's going to pop in and go,
I had to go yell at my kids.
I had to go say something.
No, I had to go scream at my kids and threaten to kill both of them.
Talk to you, yeah, on live. Sure, I'm gonna unalive you.
Really?
Look at Melly said that's the best you've sounded.
What? When I was muted?
When you were loud.
Melly.
When you were loud.
Which loud time?
Just now. I'm gonna unalive you.
Fucking unbelievable, these two.
I didn't see it, Marianne.
I seen it.
Did you?
Yeah, she said, I think it was Fabio.
Oh, yes, I did.
RN and another one.
Yes, you're right.
She'll
Melly
leave
put
the
that on
Fabio crap alone.
Howard Stern.
Oh yeah, Stern. That was the other one.
Yep. I'm somebody. I'm one of them. I'm trying to find. I just saw some Nolan Wells stuff, but now I can't.
Yeah, well, I got. We got to wrap this up.
Oh, here we go. I'm gonna go mow. I can listen to you. Yeah, I gotta go too. I got things to do. Not really, but I do. I think it's time to take a nap. Actually.
Yeah.
Maybe one more cup of coffee and then a nap. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. So,
yeah,
I don't know. What are we doing at 5?
We'll figure something out.
Please, God help me. All right. Sounds good. Look at this big ass dog. Holy shit.
Yeah, you're looking right at him. There.
No. I'm looking at a picture. Don't
bigger
worry.
than this, my friend.
Don't worry about it. This dog's walking down the highway. He's like, where's Dee Dee's house? Yeah. Where's Dee Dee's house? I need some bacon and eggs. You know?
Oh, Lord.
Unbelievable. But yeah, no, that's cool. Russia's T-80 met America's M2 Bradley. Then the tow punched through its turret. Yeah. Did you say you loaded the?
Yeah.
You were the loader, right?
Yeah.
That shit's dangerous when that fucking thing comes back.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
Did you ever get hit by it?
Yeah.
How'd that feel?
Not very good. Not very good.
Now, when you're in there, when that thing fires, is it loud as it is from the outside? Is it the same on the inside?
Boom. Yeah.
Do you have muffs on?
You have a CVC helmet with the ear.
With the earphone? Okay, yeah.
But
I
you
always
still hear it. That's some bitch bounces off against the back. They have a back metal type of blocking shield.
Yeah.
And that thing just da-da-da-da, and sometimes you just got to time it to kick it down on the ground so it just goes down. And
well, the empty shell falls out, right?
no, in the old M1A1 or the old M60A1, they stay in the tank. Okay, and the M1A1 they kick out.
Did you have an M1A1?
We had an M60.
Oh. So it stays inside?
Yeah. So let's say you fire, well, I can tell you straight out. Let's say we fire 23 shells in one engagement, all 23 shells are going to be in.
Like, where do they go? Like on the floor?
On the floor.
I can see you in the tank right now holding 6 empties trying to load.
Oh no, I'm not holding them. I'm kicking them to
know.
the ground. But yeah, no, dude, it's like what happens is at the end of the thing in this case, when the end of the engagement, you end up having to reload, and then you'll give the 5 tons your empties, and they'll give you how many when you fired off. And
how much do they weigh? Full.
Oh, I would say the heat rounds were the most heaviest. They're probably about 40 some pounds.
Oh.
44 pounds. The sable rounds are about probably about just a little bit under that, and then you got your Willie Pete round, and that one's about probably closer to 50 pounds.
Great. Can you speak English then? Willie P. Like who's
Willie Pete? Willie Pete is just it's a
is it a tracer?
White phosphorate.
Oh, white phosphorus. Okay.
And that stuff will just burn you alive.
Yeah, it will.
Oh yeah.
Now, do the tanks they have like a tracer round that goes out?
They do. We do have some that have tracers. So if you want to see where you're hitting and you gotta add 1 degree down or over, 1 left, over or right.
Yeah,
you'll see where that marker's at. But they usually what they do too is we have a lot of that for the 50 cal that's mounted on the tank as well.
Now, what is the most powerful ammunition? Which is the most powerful shell?
We have the most powerful shell.
No, what is it? What was it?
It's a sable round. So
Okay.
120 millimeter gun fired. That there's not. I mean,
you're not coming back from that one.
There's nothing. No. That 120 millimeter gun with the sable round, a heat round is just that it delivers the heat, right?
Yep.
The sable round goes in, and then on impact, when it comes out of the other side, it like mushrooms out, kind of.
Yeah. So it's like a hollow point that comes in.
Yeah, and that suction goes right with you. So
because it goes in small and comes out large.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that heat round is really that has a center core, and that one, my God, it's heavier because there's a lot more in it.
Yeah.
But that's heavy.
How many
And the way-
rounds can one tank carry?
64, 65 if you count one in the chamber. So you would say 60, 63, 64, one in the chamber.
That's a lot of rounds for
Yeah, well,
one.
there's a what we call a honey cage.
Yeah.
A honey cage comb, and in there's all these circles that are in the back.
Yeah.
So you just keep loading them, keep loading them, keep loading them, keep loading them. So you know that's nothing. And when you open the lever, there's a little lever. You click that lever,
Mm-hmm.
you yank it, and that one comes out, and you grab it. Everything's about timing. Everything's about setting your feet right and all that kind of stuff.
How fast can you load and shoot and load and shoot?
I think like the average really is about, I would say about 3 seconds, honestly.
Oh, really?
But there's people that have done it faster, and you practice it until you get it down to like literally like maybe even 2 seconds a second. I mean, you're just boom, boom, boom.
Now, is there a point at any time that the cannon, the gun, whatever you want to call it, has to cool down, or does it just go?
I mean, you're gonna it's like any weapon, right? The more you use it, the more you shoot it, the more it's gonna get hot. And but we never really experienced that, to be honest, because every time we're done, I mean, if you go through your 64 rounds or so, my God, that you're going to have to take a break because you're tired.
You're out. You're out of ammo.
And you're out of ammo. So it's like you have to go back and refuel, and hopefully by then, that main gun gets pulled out a little bit.
So let me ask you this: if you're shooting, let's just say you shoot 40 rounds, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's 40 empties on the ground, or are you putting them back in the holder too?
No, you're not putting them back in. You're not putting them out of your. No, you don't put them in the chute.
Okay.
And you sure as hell, you don't put them in the chute, and you don't have time to, when you're in engagement, to grab them and throw them out the hatch.
How the hell do you fit 65
you just
rounds?
You're not going to probably shoot 60. You're probably going to, like, I can tell you, we probably first engagement, it's wild, but probably 16, 20 rounds, give or take.
And you can't see anything outside, right? You yourself?
I know, no.
Yeah.
All you can do is look at the backside of the head of the gunner who's shooting, okay? And you can see the driver's back head underneath.
Yeah.
And then, of course, your tank commander's up here, and you're down here. But as soon as everything chills out, then you jump up here, and now you and the tank commander are up on top. You can watch everything that's going on. But as soon as they say, you hear that code, gunner, sabo, round, and you're jumping down, you're loading it, you're clicking the lever that makes it fire, and you're going fire, and then all of a sudden the guy boom hits. And
so you're not shooting it, you're just loading it.
I'm just loading it.
Who shoots it?
The gunner.
Where does he sit?
So if I'm on this side, so you got one here, you got the tank commander here, you got the loader here, you got the driver down in the bottom, okay, and then you got the gunner on this side in almost like a little cubby hole, and he sits here. He's what's looking through that rangefinder. He's looking there to make it happen. So the only thing you can really see is really nothing. You're just going by their feedback. If you hear the guy up top, because you're all talking, you hear the guy up top say, miss, add one. He's telling you add a click, right? And it's kind of like a weapon, right? You go up just a tad bit.
Yep.
Here he'd say add one, or he may say left, add two, because he's seeing where it's hitting.
Right.
And then all of a sudden he says hit. Now you're right on the money.
You're locked on, and
you're locked on. You're on and so it's really when the shit is on, it's on.
Now, let me ask you, do they don't have any type of when you guys are aiming and shooting and stuff like that, it's all eyes telling you, or do you guys have like a system that you can lock onto a building?
Oh no, it's got a stabilizer on it.
Okay, yeah.
So let's say So if you're moving and that gun is, you could
It doesn't move.
It could be locked over here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you got the target, you're going this way, but the gun's over here because the enemy's over here. It's going to stabilize. It's going to keep it on target, right?
Yeah.
You got to keep it on target.
I think the M1A1, I think that's got to be the most sophisticated tank in the fucking world.
It is.
When
there's
guys
nothing.
are screaming and they hit that bump, that fucking gun doesn't move a centimeter, man.
It's that stabilizer. It's unbelievable.
And I'll tell you, man.
Believe it or not, they say the M60 is the most accurate.
Do they still use those?
Yeah, no, not anymore. After Desert Storm, that's when they got rid of them, and we all made the transition over to the M1A1. But up until that point, that M60 was more accurate than anything. The only problem it had was it wasn't as fast as the M1, and the M1 had the night vision, not night vision, the infrared.
Yep.
So where the M60 only had the night vision. So when you're going and you're hauling across the desert and you're going through all these oil wells that are burning and you're going around this and you have no moon, you have no light.
Yeah, you ain't seeing
Everything's
shit.
dark. So it's pitch dark. And we went through that. That was the only bad part, was that there was moments where we were in dark completely. I mean, it was bad, but we'd have some other tow vehicles around us, tow vehicles, and they would also have their guns, their tow missiles, and they would have infrared, and they could see freaking 2,000-3,000 yards away. So they would look and they'd be like, "Yeah, we got this guy over here." I mean, I could tell you stories, bro.
Would you have some type of air support while you're doing that also, or is it just?
Well, our very first engagement, they told us we weren't going to take a lot of fire on the first one. And it was crossing a mine breach, and we took a lot of fire, but they didn't tell us we were going to have air, and we had air. In other words, everything was opposite. And I got to see some beautiful action with these Cobras. They just happen to be right there in your path, and you're over here sweating bullets going, "Oh my God, this is it." And then all of a sudden you look and you see this, Cobra jump up, look, and all of a sudden you see that missile go, and you're trying to follow a missile because it's like,
gone.
You're trying to follow, and all you're getting is a smoke, right? So you're like, and then as you follow it, you're looking where it's going, and then kapow, and most of the time they're on the money. Most of the time they're on the money.
Remember, whatever you don't want to talk about military, about your time, just tell me to shut up with it. But I got one question. Sure. What are you? Were you guys? What did they call the unit? Was it a
tank?
The tank unit. Is it a regiment? Is it a
platoon? Well, there's a platoon, and then there's a company. Now the platoon is there's 4 persons per tank, and there's usually 5 tanks in a platoon, and then there's going to be about 15 to 20 tanks in a company, and then you add your retriever. When a tank goes down, the retriever has to come and get it or fix it. That's the mechanics. And so you're looking at probably 21 to 24, just depends.
So when you guys went out on a mission, whatever, what rolled with you?
We were Task Force Ripper. We were Task Force Rippers who we were. You had Task Force Ripper, which was Alpha Company. You had Task Force Papa Bear, which was Bravo Company. And you had Task Force Papa Bear, Ripper. I want to say the other one was just Task Force Charlie. I know there was Papa Bear, Ripper, and there was another one. And so when you went out, you didn't go out as a platoon. You went out as a company.
Okay.
So everybody was going. And when you went out, it wasn't just really the company. It was everybody. You follow me? Everybody. I mean, it wasn't just your company going out. You had everybody and their mother going on this mission, you know? So it's not like when you have guys on the ground that you can say, okay, hey, send a platoon out there, or hey, send 10, 20 guys out there. No, this was like, if you're going, it's with go everybody. Big or go home, you know? And that's just how they roll. That's how we did it.
I mean, with you being there, the stories, because I mean, I have a CD around here somewhere. It was Desert Storm from the first day to the last day, and I've watched it about 3 million times because I just think what amazes me, excuse me, is the planning of everything. Like how, you know, everybody went in and they took over this, and then they took over this, and then you went through the oil fields, and then it just amazes me of how much thought process goes into, you know, setting up something like that. And
well,
went over there and killed it.
You listen to you're as the tank people inside the tank, you just listen to your tank commander. Your tank commander is the only guy that's meeting with your platoon commander, right? So you got a platoon leader, you'll have an XO, you'll have a XO, then each platoon will have, there's 3 platoons, each platoon will have a lieutenant, all right, whether he's a first or second lieutenant, and then you can break that down to those 3 platoons, and then they'll have a captain, and he's like the main guy. Then you'll have an XO, which is like his supervisor, if you will, his guy, you know, the next guy in line. And so those guys are the ones that are going to the meeting to see, you know, looking at that table, how they're going to attack, where everybody's coming from, what everybody's doing. When they come back, they're telling you, this is what we're going to do. Now you just have to execute it, right? So when you're going, you know, everybody knows what they're doing, and all you do is you're doing you know, and then everything just unfolds from there. I mean, that's
what'd you carry for a sidearm? What'd you have?
A Beretta.
Did you have an M4 or M16?
We had an M16 in the tank. We had we all carried a sidearm, was our Beretta, so we all got a Beretta, and then we had an M16 on the tank. That's like, if you got to that, man, things are rough.
Well, yeah, you're surrounded now.
Yeah, then you'll have a Mod Deuce with a 7.62. That's for small fire, you know. Then you had your 50 cal, which would take out, you know, trucks and stuff like that, you know, and that. So you have your main gun here. You have over here, you have your 50 cal. It sits a little higher. That's the tank commander's weapon, the guy at the top. Then over here, you have a Mod Deuce, which is the 7.62. That's going to be the gunner's smaller weapon.
Yeah.
Okay. And then that's it. And those are
now. Is the commander always outside, like up?
Unless I mean, there was times when we went buckled, hatch down, full. We went hatch down with full mop gear, where we had to be from, you know, mop level 4, which is everything on your mop suit, your gloves, your boots, everything. Yeah. So you're just, and that's, I mean, you can only see through your goggles because everything is covered.
Yeah.
You know, gas, you know, you're going over a minefield that has supposedly gas, and it's been detected. So all of a sudden on the radio, you'll hear, you know, gas, and then you'll react to that. The tank will stop. Everybody will down their gear, put everything on from head to toe. If they say mop level 3, then, you know, it's you're not wearing the mask. You're just wearing like the down stuff, the suits.
Yeah.
But if they say mop level 4, that means throw everything on. And we were mop level 4, of course.
Yeah.
And
last question, I promise you. Yes. I could talk about this all day long into tomorrow. your first mission, when you first rolled out and you first saw any type of battle, what the hell was in the head?
Scared as hell. Scared as hell.
No.
Scared as hell. Tears, you know, everything, just scared as hell. You're just scared. You're scared because you know this is the shit. And you have to understand that in a tank war, the rule of thumb is whoever sees who first, that's who wins. So if someone, you point your gun at someone and go, I got an enemy to the right,
Gone.
or, well, if you saw him, he already saw you. You follow me? So the rule of thumb is, you know, damn. So in that aspect, that's how it worked. And yeah, that's the first. I mean, I think when you hear the first round go down range, when they say, you know, gunner, sable tank, you know the round's coming. You're jumping down literally from top to bottom, jumping down, grabbing the round, chucking it in, up, you screaming up, and they're all hearing you and you're hearing them. And they're all of a sudden you hear the thing go kapow. When that happens, that feeling when you hear like hit, it was like the most joyful noise you could hear. The most, man, I remember grabbing my gunner going, oh my God, good job, kill him, kill them all, because that's how much emotion is just flowing. And then, when you hear miss, you're like, okay, you got this, because once you load, man, it's like you're the cheerleader, man. Yeah. But you also know that this is game on. Yeah. And there's no tomorrow. It's either now or it's never. And yeah, you're shedding every emotion, thinking everything in your mind. And there's some people, I'm sure there's some people that didn't react to it as much. And to them, it wasn't like so much the emotional, but maybe like the hyperness, that type of thing.
Yeah.
For me, and for several of my crewmates, for us, it was more, we want to live, man. We got to make it happen. It's hey, go, so yeah, I don't really talk about this, but that's really what it is. It would be no different than a guy on foot who's a grunt, who is walking through the brush and they get into a firefight, except this firefight is a lot bigger because there's nowhere to hide.
No.
So then you are looking literally for you're just hoping to God that the guy to the right of you, the guy to the left of you, they're hitting their deals. And hell, you could be shooting at the same individual, and then you got the guys to his right and his left, and the guy his right and his left, and in between you got toes everywhere. Yeah, everybody has to it's a team effort, man. And
it's a click.
It's a click.
Too bad you couldn't bring a tank home with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, bro, I tell you what, I loved it. This is the kind we had right here. You can't see it through the guys, but no, you can't really see it. But the guys behind, you can see that we're all on the tank right there. That's the M60. Oh, yeah. You can't really see it through there, but
is that the only thing it's called? Is the M60?
M60 Rise Passive Tank.
Rise Passive?
Rise Passive.
What the hell does that mean?
I'm not really sure, honestly. Rise Passive. I mean, I'm not sure if it's the way the gun is, the way it rises, and it's a smooth bore inside of the main gun. There's something to do with that. I never really it was never necessary for me. I know I had to learn what it was, but I never it didn't really pertain to you firing around downrange. Didn't have nothing really to do with that. It was just a nomenclature of what you're in. But yeah, man, and you got guys here from Boston. You got guys here from from New York. You guys got people here from New Jersey. You got I'm looking at the picture going, you guys got from Indiana. You got guys from Georgia. You got guys from Illinois. You guys got Gary, Indiana, California.
All over.
Oh, it's just Ohio. I mean, you got guys from everywhere, man. And when they say you all bleed green, that's what they're talking about.
Yep.
You can give a damn what your color is, man. No one cares about your color when it comes to shit hitting the fan. They all literally, you're one. Now,
Yeah, well,
when we're back in stateside, or we're back and doing our own thing, yeah, you have your cliques, right? You have your guys that hang out with different people. But when you're there, you're just one, because it takes all of you to make sure that the next guy doesn't. And you're only as strong as your weakest link in here.
Mm-hmm.
So, and not that anybody's weak, but in the sense of, if a tank goes down, you know, it's tough. It's crucial. It's rough.
Now,
So,
if a tank goes down, like say you guys do they surround you to help, or
no,
you're just down?
What will
and wait
happen
for
is,
help?
if a tank goes down, what will happen is you'll probably get your 88. They call them 88s. They're basically, think of a tow truck.
Yep.
The 88, and they got a 50 cal mounted. And what they'll do is they'll haul ass. They'll come up, lock on the other tank, and take that tank out of there.
Do they just drag it?
They just pull it. They pull it because it's on a track. They're on tracks.
Yeah.
So they'll just pull it, just like you would tow a vehicle. They'll pull it, and then, you know, that's if it's safe to do that. That's if it's safe to do that.
Now, if your tank's down, are you guys out until your tank's fixed again, or do they give you something else and say,
"Oh no, you're down. They got to get that tank fixed ASAP." You know, so you may be without a tank. There's no like spare tanks. I mean,
right. I didn't know if they.
No, that's it. Once you go down, you're out of the game. You know, and you have to wait till they fix it. And I mean, they may half-ass fix it if yours goes down, just to get you back out there, right? But that's not to say it's going to happen. And then once everything settles down and you're done, and for that moment, the you know, there's for better lack of words, you accomplish your mission. At that point in time, you'll get back and you'll rendezvous at a certain point. Everybody will come back, and that's when you start greasing up all your fittings. You start going ahead and fixing what's broken. I mean, if you can move, you're good. But if you come to like throwing track's the big one in the desert. Throwing track and blowing a pack, you know, your motor, for better lack of words. Those two are like the biggest, most common things, especially track. So what they'll do is they'll haul your ass back, or right there they may jump in and out and start hooking up your things, the mechanics, and get that shit like done in minutes, and then you're ready to roll again. But if it's a packed loan, that means they got to take that engine out, right? Well, it's not like we got engines laying around everywhere, so they have to, you know, do whatever they can to get it up and running. So it's just really honestly, it's just one of those things where you just
a well-oiled machine.
It's a well-oiled machine. Look,
hey, throw that picture up real quick before we run. Is that no? The one I put in the box. Is that the correct tank?
Let me see.
Because it says M60A1 Rise.
That's it.
War Thunder.
Yep. A1 Rise passive tank. Yeah, that's it.
Cool.
That is it. And all around there. And actually, you know what? Let me show you a clearer picture real quick. Just real quick. So here's what they actually look like. And I only know this because when I was traveling back, I stopped at a place on the way, and I was able to take some photos. And this is basically what it looks like up close. Right here. So we got this one. So as you can see, this one right here,
Yeah.
Do you see it?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. So
it's tough on the phone.
I know. It's just that damn lighting. Can you see that?
Yep. Yeah. I can see that
Okay,
one.
that behind. So
Yep.
that's kind of like, that's not kind of, that's what it is. If you want to see a side view, maybe, yeah, there you go. Now this was up in Missouri.
Yeah, I can see it right there.
Okay, so this is up in Missouri. So when we travel, we'd stop there and I would take pictures of there's a base over there, and you'll see stuff like this,
Yep.
and it's right outside the base, and so we would pull in and we would take pictures and take a look at this, that, and the other. But no, man, it's a different animal, and they're accurate as heck, man. They are accurate.
Yeah, they are. Hey, put that up, because when you were talking tanks with your age and everything, I thought maybe this was the type of tank you drove in.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
No,
you know what I'm saying?
That ain't happening, brother. Maybe no, that's not happening. Not even my brother was in one of those. He was in the Army.
Man. Holy stuff.
My brother was in this one here. See this one here? Where's it at? That looks like that's it.
Was it this one on the screen?
It was a Bradley.
Yeah, Bradley. Yeah.
The Bradleys. My brother was in a Bradley in the Army.
Yeah, that shit was like driving.
And those were the things back in the day.
Yes, they were.
Yeah, at that time, back then, Russia had kind of like, they were top dogs.
Were they the Tigers?
Oh, Russia was not just the Tiger. No, they were the Panzers.
The Panzer. The Germans were the Tiger, I think.
Yes. So they were bad to the bone. But when this M1A came out, bro, I'm telling you, it was unbelievable. Like, you're talking 71 tons of steel, rolling about 55, 60 on hardball, 45 on the desert.
I mean, that's crazy. 45 miles an hour.
And then like, you got these ditches. It's just like, it's not like it's going down. This sucker is just like, it's never missed the beat.
How was the ride in it? When you say you were doing 45, how did you ride inside the tank?
In the M1A one, it was, they call it the Cadillac, right? So it's like the Cadillac of vehicles, and literally it is the Cadillac of vehicles. It's smoother, but it's still, you're 71 tons of metal, man, of steel. The M60s was, I believe, if I recall right, it was like 68 point some tons, but it was like slow as molasses. But the M1A one, man, shoot, you were hauling. I mean, poor car or anything that got in your way, you just crush.
Yeah, I think that's what, when they made that tank, I think the biggest thing was that they were able to get that speed to how fast they can actually get that shit going.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you would have to say in the type of that war, speed was all, what I mean?
Everything was about speed and power.
Yeah.
Like power. Like, there was a time when we could not beat the T-72s because they were like, they were like a cannon, but not now. I mean, now with that M1A one, we're just cream of the crop. I mean, and now the Marine Corps doesn't even do tanks anymore. It's all done by the Army. So that's the downfall. Army gets everything. Dog, checking your phone text messages.
Oh, Chris is muted again.
Yeah. He does that a lot. I'm not seeing anything, Barney. There's one here.
But I know you wanted to get out of here, dog. So I'm gonna say,
okay, go ahead, man. Because let's
later, Devil Dog and Devil Pups and Chatters and Chris and everybody. Another great conversation, and Semper Fi, my friend.
You got it, my brother. God bless you, everybody. Thank you, Chris. When you come back, we'll be gone.
Later, guys.
Later, man. But yeah, everybody, I want to say thank you so much. I got to head out because I got to get this stuff done, and it takes me a while to get this done. But we're looking at possibly 6 at the latest. So let's go with 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock is when we'll be on this evening, if possible. We're going at 6 because I can't see myself getting done by 5. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll send out a little video and send out like I do normally. But if it goes past 6, there is a possibility. But if it goes past 6, we're probably not going to do one because I won't be back by then. But I'm thinking I should be back by 6. So other than that, everybody, I thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you for being here. I want to wait for Chris. I'll just wait for Chris until he gets here, but so everybody can log off and do their thing. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much for always supporting the channel. Via text. I'm sorry. I was looking at the email. My bad. Yes, I got it. Oh yeah, I got several of those. Those are they look like 50 cal. Yeah, I got some of those as well. They are okay. They're either 50 cals or maybe 9 millimeter rounds.
Oh, I had a special delivery at my door.
Did you really?
Wait. Oh yeah, look.
Yeah, those are 50 cal.
Look at that.
Oh wow, look at that! What Chris got for us. We're all getting one.
No, you're not.
We're all getting one on Chris's dime.
No, you're not. I'll let you know how it was though. My father-in-law dropped off this is
Awesome.
a chocolate cream supreme pie.
Enjoy, my brother. Doug already logged off.
Oh
Say
yeah.
goodbye to the channel, my friend.
Goodbye to the channel. Goodbye, chat. Thank you guys. Love you all. Hope you all have a great afternoon. We'll see you tomorrow at whatever. No, I'm just.
You working today at 7? Yeah.
No.
Okay, so we'll probably come on at 6 because I got to get this work done.
Oh, 6 sounds perfect.
Okay,
then.
so we'll probably go on at 6.
Perfect. Well, then we'll see you guys at 6. I'll try to put some news together if I can.
Get something together because I'm going to be pressed for time.
Okay.
All right.
You're good.
Thank
all
you,
right,
my
y'all.
brother.
See you guys at 6.
God bless. Semper Fi, my brother. Appreciate you. Everybody in the channel, God bless you all. Like I said, love you all. I thank you all for everything you guys do and everything you guys bring to the table. And yeah, with that, peace, everybody. It's all common sense. Everything in life is common sense. Remember that. There's nothing you can't do. It's all common sense. Semper Fi, everybody. God bless.